Good morning, y'all. I had to wear my little Nike shirt. I had to go get me a Nike shirt because I done ran out of clothes. Should I wear my hater blockers? Because some of y'all was up with me early this morning. I feel tired. I woke up at like 2 o'clock, did a live at like 4 o'clock. Let me put my little hater blockers on. Which hater blockers I need today? These not be the one. My other hater blockers at? I think they might be in the bathroom. You said the sound is out? I'm tired. Should I use these hater blockers or another ones? Nigga talking about Ray Charles. Man, listen, man. Y'all on a trip, man. What's the other hater blockers? Let me find them. Hell, I don't know where they at. Oh, that's why this chair don't want to move. It's a goddamn hanger up under the dang on chair. Put on my other hater blockers. Oh, wait a minute. Now these hater blockers need to be clean. Where my little thing at? No, what this is on my hater blockers? What is this? How they do it? Some of y'all breath will melt the hater blockers. I think I want to dark it all the way out. I think I want to black it out. I don't know. I think I like the other ones more. I think I like the Ray Charles right now. Let me put the Ray Charles on right now. Oh, there go my cleaning rag. Let me put the Ray Charles on. Cowboys lost their star. No, he went to Green Bay. That's crazy. He went to Green Bay. He got that paper too. I'm finna put these on because I was watching Anton Daniels as I was getting ready for my show. I was prepping, I done woke up super early. I woke up at like 2 o'clock this morning, went live at like 4 o'clock, and then I fell back asleep. So I said, do I need to wash my face again, y'all? Let me see. Nah, I might. So 188 million for 4 years. Lord have mercy. I'd have been dancing just like that too. Anyone think Parsons is worth 47 million a year is nuts. How you gonna tell that person what he worth, man? He might think he worth 100 million a year. What is wrong with y'all? Come on, dog. Don't hate on them nigga pockets. But listen, I was what Stephen A. Kwame is Stephen A. going to go after? Yeah, Miss Sean Parsons for going to Packers. Yeah, Micah. I don't know what is his name. Micah Parsons. I'm talking about Miss Sean. What the fuck is wrong with me? I can't see shit with these glasses on. His work proves otherwise. Let me back up. Right? I'm looking blind for real. But listen, no. Listen, I gotta stay on task, man. I was seeing something on Anton Daniels and he done fucked my whole day up. Well, messed my whole day up. I couldn't understand it at first. I was just in the bathroom. I had to brush my teeth. And they say, no, you know how you just have your phone on and it go on repeat. It just keeps going to whatever different live, right? And so Anton had a girl come up and say she's called PrEP. And I'm like, what the fuck is PrEP? And then it says starting my HIV meds. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? So I sat there and I just listened to it. And man, Anton, I think he done fucked up my life or either helped my life. Because I was already out the streets, but Boy, this video right here make you want to get a wife. But then niggas' wives be cheating more than anybody. Don't think you safe just because you get married. Niggas' wives be out here slinging that thing like hotcakes. But if you get a good one that's not out here letting Usher put things in her mouth and at the show, and not out here paying Chris Breezy $2,500 for a picture to grab their ass. If you find a good wife, because you know celebrities are different. Your wife are supposed to sleep with celebrities. They'll even tell you. They'll say, "What? He's a celebrity. I don't have access to them." Because you know they slow. And then Drake or DM them, "What's up? I want to hit it." They're like, "I never thought I have access to Drake, girl. What you think I'm supposed to do?" And then their friends encourage them to go out and have sex. Yeah, their friends will participate and talk to them about, "Girl, you just don't know. If that was me, and it's such and such." So do not go up under this illusion that if you get married, your husband or your wife is going to be faithful. Never know. But under the concept of having a union and not dealing with this foolishness that's going on in the streets, because there's some foolishness going on in the street, you might get that double whammy at the same time. So this video, I just sat back and I was brushing my teeth. So without interruption, I'm going to do the same thing that I did while I was listening to this video. I was brushing my teeth, except I'm not going to be brushing my teeth, but I want y'all to hear it in its context, because this is crazy. Yeah, this will make you think twice about being in the street.
That I would be saying that I'm starting my HIV meds. Just keep it real. Half of y'all do like the F raw. I've been telling a group of strangers, but here I am. I'm seeing.
Wait, I said I was gonna let it go, but what she mean? Half of y'all like the fuck raw or have sex raw, ma'am? If you take an HIV prep, you like it too. See, this is the thing I don't be understanding about people. They be like, "Oh, he should have used the rubber," or diseases don't stop or don't forgive you for not making him use a condom. Lady, you like to have sex raw too. Every time he don't put it on, it don't be no objection. You let him slide in. Otherwise, you should say no. And if you didn't get raped in that situation, then you allowed it to happen. So I told y'all these songs are encouraging no condom. Pop Smoke, Kevin Gates, and most of your famous rappers have songs talking about not using a rubber. From Usher to all of them. Usher say he slipped in. "Hey man, what the hell you doing? Raw dog is a never. I know better. Heard a whisper, don't worry, I'm safe." But we know she wasn't safe. We know she wasn't safe. What they said about Usher, allegedly. And what they say about a lot of folks. If you look up the statistics of, I don't need to throw that away. If you look up the statistics of herpes and things like that, it's running rampant in our community because we promote and practice just hookups. And not just our community, every culture is now just hooking up. But if you listen to this right here and don't get sick to your stomach just a little bit, something ain't right.
Just keep it real. Half of y'all do like the F raw. I've been telling a group of strangers, but here I am. I'm seeing people saying that they contracted it from being in a monogamous relationship. There are a couple of people that I know personally who have STDs, and I know that they're not disclosing their status. And people aren't asking. In today's world, people just more so, they prioritize their performance in the bedroom. The best sex that I've ever had have come from men who are whores. I'm safe most of the time, but I do have moments. Luckily, I'm HIV negative, and I'm starting it tomorrow because it's called PrEP. You have health insurance, you get this for free. Just encourage y'all to look into it. Just protect yourself and don't rely on putting your health in somebody else's hands. When I happen to have a slip up, I don't have to worry about contracting HIV.
How do y'all have slip ups? You know what I'm saying? Like, I know that she is basically trying to say that she's trying to do the responsible thing by looking into PrEP. But I'm going to be honest with you on this front also. I think that people.
He said, "ODB, oh baby, I like it raw." "Oh baby, I like it raw. Yeah, baby, I like it raw." Yeah, that was the song back in the day. That nigga started falling out. Ain't no love in the heart of the city. Ain't no love. 39 months. Man, salute to you. 39 months to prepare yourself for unprotected sex. What about other STDs? Thank you, beautiful one. They don't care nothing about all that. Most of these people are not even getting to know these people. If you don't first night a person, a lot of these ladies, if they don't have sex on the first night, most guys got a 2-3 date maximum. After about 2 or 3 dates, they expect sex from you. And if they don't get it, they done talking to you. So just imagine living in a world where you're trying to be a Christian and you're trying to date in this world. And God, majority of them, the ones that you actually want, got a 3-date maximum. And after that, they don't have sex, you out of there. So just imagine how many people you would have sex with in a year. After you meet a person, you have sex with him after 3 days, and then you find out he ain't the guy, because that's quickly you having sex, because he's having sex with another girl. He ain't just meet you not having sex and just have sex with you and then he gonna stop. So there's a period of time that you having sex with more than one person. And how often do women go out, and the ones that are dating, the ones that's trying to do it right, it's hard for them to even get it right because it's so many women compared to men. Even my phone came with the AT&T protection plan. Greedy Cookies member for 6 months. Man, that nigga said even his phone come with a protection plan. I like that one. Oh, but it's just crazy, man. Because if you really are dating in this world and you are practical about what's really going on, after 2 or 3 dates, most of these men are trying to hit that thing. And the ones that, it's some of them that's not waiting that long. Yeah, it's some not trying to wait that long. That's a long time for a player. So if that's the life you want to live, just casual hookups after 2 or 3 dates with men. I see why some women act like they don't even want to talk to men. They act like they're afraid of them. They just haul ass by them. They don't even want to talk because they don't want their body count to go up. They go back and sleep with the guy that they used to sleep with before, not asking him no questions about who he been with or who he's with. As long as he's nice, as long as he's available, they have sex with him. They don't want to get that body count up. And it's sad. This is the cycle that continues to go. But I said I was going to shut up. So, yeah, and then women go celibate for a while. And then after menopause, they get horny as all get out. And so that's when you see these women in their late 40s, middle 50s, having sex with 20-something-year-olds because they've been celibate for years. And now, shit, they like, holy Lord, this thing ready to go. You know? So, hey, you know, it's a crazy life. But it's all about the choices that we make.
People that, or my initial instinct when I hear a woman online, I remember I heard Tamar Braxton say it, that she taking PrEP and stuff. And then I go down in the comments and I'm scrolling and I'm scrolling and I'm scrolling. And I'm trying to understand, why is everybody so excited? Why are all the women trying to confirm and align with this mindset? And when I see a woman that says that she's about to take PrEP, the first thing that comes to my mind is, why does she feel the need to have to take PrEP, right? Because this woman said a couple things that automatically gave me pause and automatically gave me a red flag, right? The first thing she says is the best sex that she ever had was from guys that were whores. What? Guys that were whores. Why are you sleeping with guys that are whores? You know what I'm saying? The second thing.
Oh, I can tell you why. Practice makes permanent. And when I was out there hoeing, my hips never locked up. Everything was just flowing on the ground, everything. Yeah, boy. You know, when you out there hoeing, yeah, boy, you in shape. You know, you got your prime testosterone. It's a reason why they have sex with hoes now. You know, when I was hoeing, yes, Lord. You come get what you need, place your order up now. Now I'm old. You know, I got to warm up. I got to stretch. You know what I mean? I ain't been in the game. You know what I mean? When you running that engine, but that's why. Ask the ladies, that's why.
Thing that she says to gave me pause was, if I slip up, I ain't got to worry about it. What? What do you mean if you slip up? And the third thing that automatically gives me pause is the fact that people just feel like it's normal to have unprotected sex. And like, why is that such a chore? Why is that such a thing? You know, the fact that I realized that I didn't want to just be out here in these streets immediately, and this is as a man. As a woman, y'all supposed to preserve yourselves 10 times more. I believe, than men, because y'all are more precious. You have things going inside you. And so why is it so bad for y'all not to just get married to the person that you're supposed to be with instead of sleeping around? Like, you ain't got no business sleeping around. But I'm assuming that that's too much to ask. So what they resulted in is continuing to profit off of y'all. And it's the same thing when it comes to the whole hospital system. It's the same thing when it comes.
I could have sworn we just talked about this. What in the fuck? You know what? I'm gonna do that to somebody else. But what did you just say? Okay. Yeah, it's not in the cure. So we just talked about that the other day. How these pharmaceutical companies they pretend like there's a whole push in an agenda that's acting like they're trying to help people, when really they're just trying to get you on the tit, if you ask me. What's up, Candyman? Salute to you. I don't think they're trying to help nobody. I think they're trying to get more people on the tit, get more people involved in, man, I can't read way back down there. Hold on. Kwame, they're saying that STD rate for 40 and up is at an all-time high. Yeah, because when you're 40 and up, you trying to use rubbers and all that. Over 40, boy, you got to leave that thing alone, give it a rest for a little while to keep being out here in the streets using a rubber every night at 40. I mean, there's some men that keep the Kegels going and stay in shape enough to do so, but not everybody. And most of these niggas on so much liquor and all kind of shit. You put that rubber on, it's going down, down, down. And niggas don't keep it real. And so, yeah, they going down. But all of these pharmaceutical companies, they don't really care about the trans community. It's all about keeping them on those pills, the heart disease and all the stuff that we got going on. They don't want to push a more healthier lifestyle that involves working out, a level of fitness every day for men and women, the right proper diet with real food, and just a healthy living. Don't just sit up in the car all day, cycle, walk. You got to get past this walking shit. I'm so sick of seeing people walking. And just because you walking, that's not increasing your heart rate. That's a start. But in order to lose weight, you can't just do the same routine over and over again. If I get out there and just walk every single day, then my body will get used to just walking. And although I'll be better than I was before of doing no activity, but if I want to increase and get better results, then I got to get myself on a plan that maybe I walk for a week or two, and then I light jog a little bit and then walk. I'll alternate jog, walk to bring my heart rate up. Then you got to add some sprints into that. Then you got to add a longer distance jogging first, then sprints. But you got to shock the body. There's no way you can continuously doing the same thing over and over again. And a lot of women, mostly women, say this, oh, I walk every day. They just get out there to say, I walk. Well, you better trick your body. Go cycling some of those days. Walk one day for 1.5 miles, 2 miles. Next day, ride your bike. Another day, mark off you some lines and try to speed walk. And then when you feel comfortable enough to jog. You got to run. Our bodies are made to do big movements. Get you a little box jump. It's better to jump rope and do box jumps than it is to just pretend like you're doing something walking. I'd rather you take a jump rope, put a timer on, and do 30 seconds on that jump rope. And don't play with it. Get 30 seconds on that jump rope and then stop and give a 30-second timer and rest for 30 seconds and then put another 30 seconds on and do that 5 times. Just walking is not getting your heart rate up. It's somebody telling these women, oh, they be telling themselves, oh, I put my little patch on my stomach and I'm walking. That's not helping you. It's not. That's just better than doing nothing. And if you're okay with being better than doing nothing, then do that. But if you want to actually get better, you got to shock that body. This body is made to jump, do squats, do explosive movements. And as we get older, we lose those explosive movements. So we lose all of our viable functions. So I'm just saying, I was starting them with 60 seconds, damn D. Come on. 30 seconds, damn D. Come on, man. You talk about 60 seconds on your toes. Yeah, the men, you got to do 1 minute. Tick, 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 1 minute jump rope. I bet you half you niggas fall out. 5 sets of 1 minute jump rope, half you niggas fall out. When I played in the league, we had to jump rope 3 to 5 minutes straight. And most of them niggas can't even do that. Put that jump rope, give you 3-minute jump rope. Then you got to go do some sprinting on the treadmill. Then you put a lift in. No, after we did a jump rope, we had a lift. Like we used to shock our body. 3 minutes on a jump rope. Then you would have something to do that would cause you to lift. And then you'll do some cardio. You might have to go to do some sprints. And then you go do some squats. So like you got to shock the body. You can't just do the same shit over and over again. But let's get back to this sex thing. It's easy for me to go off topic because I smoke.
To medicine, it's the same thing when it comes to treatments. It's the same thing when it comes to all of this stuff. The reason that they are giving y'all this is because they know that y'all are undisciplined, and undisciplined people, they ultimately result in being the most profitable people to treat because you're not curing yourself. And to cure yourself, it probably costs the least amount as possible, right? To cure yourself means that the only thing that you would have to do was make sure that you got with somebody that is willing to give you their last name, that truly loves you and adores you, probably is not out in these streets. They not in the spaces where y'all think that y'all gonna meet y'all forever person or y'all spouse. And then y'all get married, have kids, live happily ever after, grind, hustle. You're going to go through some ups and downs. It's not going to be perfect. It's not going to be 100% on top of it all the time. He might get laid off. You might get laid off. Y'all might have some arguments, some tussling here and there, but y'all love each other. And so y'all going to stick it out, or y'all going to figure it out, and y'all going to figure out how to work with each other or work for each other. And y'all going to be more successful. Over time, y'all grow. He grows to become more successful and get more money. You grow as a person, and y'all probably align and, just become more integrated with y'all lives, and then y'all become inseparable. And so whatever y'all grow up to be or grow into being like, it's going to be with each other, and you hold it down. But here's the beautiful thing about that. Throughout that whole little journey, right, you don't have to worry about having unprotected sex because you don't have to worry about HIV. You don't have to worry about herpes, and you can get herpes with or without a condom. So it doesn't even matter if you slip up or not. I see a lot of people not even talking about herpes. Like, why are y'all not talking about herpes? Herpes in the community has become so normalized that everybody is just cool because everybody think that everybody got herpes in them.
No, it's because it's all about who we like. And when our most famous popular celebrities, and they all started coming down with the herp allegedly, the women wasn't finna let them guys that are so-called sex symbols that everybody knowingly had herp. They wasn't finna take them guys off the market. They're like, shit, well, my baby daddy had the herp and he gave it to me, so shit, I can still mess with him. So we'll rationalize anything depending on the person it is. There's still some people that'll sleep with Magic Johnson. So I'm just saying, they don't care nothing about all that.
Like, where's y'all getting that from now? Everybody just to invest. So I go out there for about a week. Be out. Was the space.
Yeah, if you want to see the rest of it, go in there and look at Anton. I don't think she says anything else, but I just thought that was alarming that the woman got up there saying all that shit about herpes and sex. What is this? I've seen that with my own eyes. Okay. If coochie lips fall off, so God damn, y'all in the chat going crazy. NBA YoungBoy, all your women don't care. Man. Hey, listen, I'm telling you. It depends on the person. Don't nobody give a damn about that. If they can get a bag out the situation, I think some girls will lay down and get the whoop wop, get that big bam. Yeah, I think they'll get that big bam. Well, hey, why y'all doing Travis Hunter so wrong, man? Why is everybody going at Travis Hunter so bad, man? That's what I want to know. Why everybody going at Travis Hunter so bad? Come on, man. Let the man let him figure it out on his own. Niggas just rooting for a Travis Hunter to fail so they can say, I told you so. I guess the sex is better in Atlanta. Shit, you go to Atlanta, you want to just frivolously having sex. You shit, your ass gonna leave. You gonna go there partying and dancing, having fun. You gonna leave there itching and burning. Boy, you better be careful, Jack. I don't even go out no more like that for real. I be in the house. Kwame, you ain't going here? No. I'm straight. I don't got no money for something. Most of these girls are prostitutes anyway. I ain't getting you no money. I think you supposed to be paying me. And number two, I'm good. I'm straight. Why they ain't mad at Grady Judd though? Grady Judd online. This nigga said, "I got you, bling." All right, this came on too. Before we get to this news that I'm scared about doing, I don't know. The jury is still out on the part that's Fox News when we're talking about this. The trans violence. We may go over to Twitter. No, we're gonna be right here because we're not gonna disrespect them. But we're gonna be right here. We're gonna stay over here too. But why nobody ain't going at Grady Judd? Grady Judd got them niggas bling on. If I take a nigga chain and I get on camera and say, "I got you bling," damn, spin the block on me, man. How come ain't nobody spin the block on Grady Judd, man? Grady Judd just went up a notch in my belt again. I want to see my sheriffs act like this, black or white. The sheriffs always take these niggas cars. Some of the sheriffs take these niggas girls. I want to be a sheriff. I don't want to be no real nigga. Sheriffs talk that shit. They can take your car, auction it off. They can buy it. Man, we had sheriffs in our town and in these little small towns. They'll buy the drug cars from the auction and they'll keep it and ride themselves. They'll give it to their family members. So Grady Judd got the chain on like, "Yeah, I got you bling, nigga." This shit had me dying laughing. This had me dying laughing. Now, I want to see which one of you tough, real niggas go do something to Sheriff Grady Judd, because he over here testing y'all boys. He say he got your chain. He doing like the rappers do. Grady Judd is holding that thing out and say, "I got you drip." What Grady Judd know about drip? He got the chain. "I got you drip." Hold up.
I got the drip.
Hey, nigga Grady Judd called right on the scene. "I got your drip." Well, I got your drip. Look at everybody laughing. Come on, man. They making a mockery out you street niggas, man. Grady Judd done pulled up. I got, listen here. Hold on, I gotta blow my nose. Hold on. Tyronn Lue said good things about you. Shout out to Tyronn Lue. I saw that yesterday. I went over. Shout out to Tyronn Lue. Let me make sure ain't nothing on my doggone face. Cause boy, look here, I know. Every time I smoke this shit right here with this oil, nose be running. Salute to you, Black Trump. Let's get back on this thing. So, Sheriff Grady Judd, most of the street niggas telling anyway. They telling the police officer, "Look, just don't tell on me." I told y'all, if most of these niggas telling, I don't care. I can care less because I have police buddies. I have a police nephew. And I like to ask questions. I'm an inquisitive bugger. Because I'm like, damn, these niggas just want to go to jail? I'm like, what type of nigga just want to be locked away from his family, his kids, and want to be around a bunch of dudes? I'm like, I can understand you make a mistake. You got to do what you got to do. You know, time. You got to do the time if you get in trouble. So it's not like you want to be there. But some of these cats keep going back, keep talking this crazy shit like they just immune to jail. And, you know, I like guys like my nephew and guys like the gentleman that tell me, man, 99% of them tell. The only thing they don't want you to do is somebody to know about it. And there's an audio out there. I don't care that he did it because I'm a civilian. But the man said something that a civilian would say. "Hey, man, look, man, I'll tell you what you want to know. Just don't tell nobody." I wouldn't give a damn who you tell because I'm a civilian. Man, hell yeah, I saw it. Hey, the motherfucker came in my yard. That would be the kind of telling I'm going to do. Motherfucker came in my yard. Yeah, he stole my car in my yard. Yep, I made the police report. Yeah, I wasn't home. I would have busted him in it. Yeah. But that's the kind of talking I would do because I got to get my insurance money. A street cat, they say a street cat can't even make file an insurance report because that would be talking to the police, and that's not good. But WAC 100 came up with some new rules for the young YNs, and I think that'll be better suited for the young YNs. I'm gonna play it because WAC 100 is a street nigga, so he's giving them the new rules of the streets. But I just want to know, are they gonna pull up on Grady Judd for this bling? Because this look bad on the whole black race. I mean, Grady Judd is just trying y'all at this point. Look at this shit.
I got the drip. I got their body. We got their guns. We got their dope. And then
Wait a minute. Hold up. Y'all let Grady Judd take your chain. He took your drip. He took your gun, and he took your dope. And ain't nobody do nothing. Hey, look here, man. Grady Judd is up here saying, look here, I got your drip. I got his gun. I got their guns. And I got their dope. Right there in their face. Yep, right there in their face, brother. I got your drip. I got your guns. And I got your dope. Like, what you gonna do about it? Come on, street niggas. Y'all gotta do something about this, man. This nigga Grady Judd is a thug.
I got their drip. I got their body. We got their guns.
Wait, whoa. Did he say I got their body?
I got their body.
Oh, do we have their body in jail or in the ground? That nigga said, I got their drip. I got their body. I got their guns. God, dog. And he might have a girl calling. Yep. And he might have a girl calling for sure. That's crazy. And this man said, I got their drip. I got their body. I got their guns. Hey, where the sheriffs at like this, man? I need more sheriffs like this. Don't be scared of no crowd. I got their drip. I got their body. I got their guns. And if I wasn't married, I had a girl.
I got their drip. I got their body. We got their guns. We got their dope. And that's what we're going to talk about today. Last week we did a press conference as a result of a grand jury indictment for first-degree murder because this team
walk in your trap, take over your trap. John Thompson, 29 months. He damn sure took over their trap. He got their guns, their dope, their body. Damn.
These guys at the top sold the drugs that killed a 65-year-old lady. I told you last week that we would be back and talk
real nigga shit
about this wire intercept investigation that we all worked on together. And let me highlight the people that worked with us so you have an idea of the complexity and the need for cooperation. In order,
he talking about, hey, salute. He said he got a necklace. He got the necklace on 31 months. Oh no, look at his right arm. He got the bracelet on too. He got the necklace and the bracelet. Yeah, he got all they drip. Salute to you. Wait till he raise his arm up. He got everything.
To successfully do these investigations. We're joined today by Brandon Shealy, who's going to be speaking from FDLE. They're our partners and we work together every day. Central Florida, HIDA is with us. Executive Director AJ Collazo. Homeland Security participated. The state attorney's office, we have to have our prosecutors on board and reviewing and making sure we dot all the I's and we cross all the T's. And the core, it was remarkable. Brian Haas, our state attorney, and where would we be without the FBI? The Lakeland RA attending today, Special Agent Mike Glass and Brian Wilson.
And that's a big ass chain. I might have to spin the block for that chain. I ain't gonna lie. That's a big. If one of you niggas would have grabbed that chain, somebody coming back for a chain like that. If that's solid gold and that's real, that's a big ass chain.
And very important to this entire process is our chief of police in the Bartow Police Department, Chief Walker, because he'll give you more details. But this entire.
Y'all see the bracelet on the wrist? I told y'all he got the bracelet too now. I might have to get me this set up. Now that I see this on Grady Judd, regular people can wear this too. I thought this was just for real niggas. But if I had this on with my black Lopes, with that gold on, it would have hit just right because I got this little small chain on. And now that I'm looking, this little small chain I got, it look good against this black. So I might need to get me one of them. But I don't want to get jacked. I might get me one of them and one of them little bracelets. That look player, Grady Judd took the nigga bracelet and all. Damn.
Capital City crackdown occurred in Bartow. And Capital City, by the way, that is the county seat of Bartow. That's how we got Capital City. They said I had to explain that. I thought it was evident, at least it was to me. But the folks that I'm going to introduce you to and speak specifically about have been dealing.
Man, I know Grady Judd's wife was like, man, since I saw you with that jewelry on, baby, come on in this room. Look at Grady Judd, man. Why he got these people jewelry on like this? This messed up, man. Grady Judd, come on, bro.
Drugs in Bartow for years. You're going to hear me talk about they have been to prison before. And you're going to hear about me talk about different amounts and kinds of drugs. So as we begin, let's talk about our number one man. And our number one man, who should be here someplace, did I walk? I think I left him right here because he was our number one man, is Nathaniel Donald. He's known as Nate. This man is the kingpin.
Damn, they got the man right up there on the screen. Real one. Draped up and dripped out. CP3 member for 20 months. Salute to you. Man, dang. Kingpin, you know what I'm talking about? A lot of little boys aspire to be this guy. I'm glad Grady Judd is kind of mocking the thugs, holding them up, letting them know we got his body, you know, kind of letting them know that you ain't gonna have nothing once we catch you. Once we get you, you ain't gonna have nothing. We got you in the cell. We're gonna take your jewelry. We're gonna take your cars. We're gonna take everything from you. We're gonna throw you in the cell. If more kids knew that this is gonna be the end result, that you're gonna get plastered all over the news and they're gonna throw you in a cell, they're gonna take all your shit and you're gonna have nothing, then most of them might say, you know what, going to work may not be so bad. You know, it's a short-lived career of looking flashy and then I'm in prison the rest of my life or for a long period of time. Maybe this ain't the greatest thing to do because they took your drip, they took your body, they took your gun, and then they throw your ass in a cell. So I don't know if you want to, you know, I don't know if you want to do this.
And a Bartow of the drug sales that occur. He's the tip of the spear or the head of the snake. He's not a pharmacist, but those under his command will make sure that you have marijuana, fentanyl, crack cocaine, MDMA, all kinds of pills too.
Hey, welcome everybody. Kwame Brown, old news, no content, but yet you here. Oh, did he bring his baby with him too? Oh man, silly rabbit. Best thing you had was had a baby. You see, we're gonna give you a pass. You just a doofus, but you are with me. You got a son and you represent your boy. It's okay. I ain't gonna roast you too bad. You lucky you got your boy there. I'm more that old school. You got your boy there. We're gonna give you a pass.
Include oxycodone, hydrocodone, ketamine. We did 6 wire intercepts and 9 search warrants, 8 of the search warrants in Bartow back in November of last year. And guess what? $50,000 in drip. But I want you to imagine this for a minute. People continue to tell you that drugs are low level and nonviolent. They're anything but low level and nonviolent. Where you see $50,000 in drip, where you see,
okay, that's $50,000 right there. Okay, yeah. I ain't gonna be able to get one of them then. No. That one thing is $50,000. He talking about both of those together, $50,000. So $25,000 a piece. Damn, $25,000 a piece. Now I might be able to scrape up some coin because that is kind of fly. But Grady Judd is funny as hell. He got the pistol up with the with the chain. That's crazy. Yeah, that's all right combination for $50,000 because them rappers be making it seem like that same combo like $200,000. No. I gotta pay for my caboodle. I ain't got no money. No, I ain't got no money. I got this is where my money go. I can't afford that shit, man. I ain't lying to you, man. You think I'm bullshit? Man, I just got about 15 more loads of dirt. I can't afford no shit like that. 15 more loads. I think we had since the other day, we had 35 loads. I think we had 35 loads of dirt or 30 loads of dirt. I can't remember. Somebody got it written down for me. I know we got 15 the first time. They bought 5, so that's 20. So we got to be up at about 30 loads of dirt. Some of them was at 225. These last ones were at 185. So, okay. I think the first 15 loads was at $225 a load. So let's do the math. I'm told you I'm broke. So 225 times 15. 25 times 15. That's 3,300. Where's my pen? Let me show you why I ain't got no goddamn money. $33,375. That was 15. We added 20. I think we added 25 more. We found the guy for 185. So 25 times 185. That's 4625. Now you combine the two. This is why I don't got no money. And don't ask me for nothing. That's $8,000 in dirt alone. So I put $8,000 worth of dirt. Now we got underground reservoirs going in. We got 3 tanks. We got 2 for right now. $800 per tank. So that's $800 per tank. That's $1,600. Now I got to pay labor costs to put said tank down, and that's not the labor cost to spread the damn dirt. So no, I ain't got no money for no fucking. Yeah, I ain't got no money. Y'all just made me broke all over again. I don't got no money for that. At some point, I have some money for that. Right now, nah. I got to go peel my money off a tree or dig it off the roof, and I'm gonna put some metal roofs up on the house. So that's where my $50,000 gonna go. Metal roof, more dirt. Both of those houses got to get metal roofs. So no, I don't got no money.
That not so dangerous drug of cannabis, you see guns, and you see first-degree murder from overdose. So I am over it. I am over it when people tell you that drugs are low-level and nonviolent. And the men and women that you see here today representing the hardworking detectives, and I can tell you, my narcotics teams are the very best. They have to stand in the face of firearms like this when they serve search warrants. We have to spend the money on T3s, as we call them, wire intercepts, in order to effectively bring down organizational.
That's not a secret. I'm gonna set my tripod up right here on this property and let y'all see from start to finish what he's doing. I'm not trying to hide nothing that I'm doing. I ain't doing nothing that needs to be hidden. I'm doing things that I want people to see because I want the younger generation to see it. I'm not worried about no old ass niggas hating or thinking I'm showing out on them. I just want the younger kids to see what I'm doing instead of buying chains and bullshit. Somebody got to show them something else to buy.
Groups. And the reality is, Nathaniel or Nate is at the top. But let me introduce you to some of his workers. Troy Walker is the person that sold the drugs to our 65-year-old victim. She bought these drugs on a Saturday night. She took some of these drugs, and on Sunday morning, she was walking out of her house to church when she collapsed. So she died so Nate could have this drip. Did you hear what I said? He's buying this drip from selling drugs to people on the streets, one of which died. And this is the first time in the history of the sheriff's office that we've actually monitored conversations about their scurrying around after she died from Troy selling this drug. So where did Troy get it from? Another member, Brian Myrick. Brian is 42. He sold the crack cocaine to Troy. Troy sold the crack cocaine to our victim. Listen, he was released from prison for serving 4 years on a 3-year minimum mandatory where we arrested him before. He was still on probation from that time when we arrested him again. This is really kind of the pivot guy in Bartow. He is the main street pusher, the main connection between him and those that are selling and using on the streets. 32 people are listed here, but we're focusing on this. He's already been to prison on 2 occasions, and now he sold the drugs to Troy, who had been to jail or prison on 2 occasions, and killed a 65-year-old lady.
Dang, these niggas is crazy. 65-year-old lady. No, I'm not telling my personal business. I'm showing my actual business. I have a company, so I'm showing my business in order to, it's doing 2 things. So it's going to attract more business, and it's also going to show the young kids that there's somebody out there showing them. Because I always said, if I was younger, I wish somebody was showing me what to do with my money so I wouldn't have to ask so many other people and this and that. So then instead of me being that guy that had nobody to show him, and then people took advantage of me, I'm going to show them so they can. I'm not going to show any personal secrets, but I'm just going to show them that this is what you should be spending your money on, and not. I'm not going to put my bank accounts up. I'm not going to do all that, but I got trail cameras. I got all kind of shit out here now. So if you come out here, your ass going to jail or worse. But at the end of the day, it's all about, we always talk about we want black men to show people the way and do this and do that. And I'm going to show it in a way where I'm not bragging. I'm not boasting. I'm not trying to stunt on somebody. It's other people that got way more stuff going on than me. But the people that are watching me, I want them to see a black man doing other things and just sitting and talking online, or going to be a gimmick and going to other white folks just to get money by having to say and do the most outlandish things for a check. I don't have to say and do the most outlandish things for money because I know how to go get my own money. I have a FaceTime call at 12 o'clock for my countertops and everything else. I got guys working right now while I'm talking to y'all. And so more black men, we need to do that. More men, period, but especially us black men. Most of us are under our women, or most of us are under the thumb of a job that doesn't allow us to be free and talk the way we want. And the only men that are talking the way they want is the street cats. And that's why they're more of a viable option to women than you guys, because you don't sound like men. You don't say what it is that you feel. You scared of your own shadow. Mama taught you to be a pussy instead of being a man. And being a man ain't always in agreement with everybody. Ain't always in agreement with women. Ain't always in agreement with society. Being a man is being able to stand on what it is that you believe. And most men are just not men. They bend and fold for money. And that's because they don't do things like this. And so I said to myself, no matter the scale that is on, I'm gonna do things like this, and I'm gonna show the youth that if you go do things like this, you will always have money. It ain't about having the drip so you can show out. Drip is to show out for somebody. That's to show people, and that'll attract you some women. But I'm gonna get women because I got the gift of gab, and if that's what I'm looking for, I just sit down and have a conversation with them. But I'm not looking for that right now. Right now, I'm building something. And so that's what men should be doing. We should be out here in the dirt, or having somebody in the dirt and building our own future instead of whining about it. And I don't want to be the guy that's just talking about it. I said LeBron got more money than the law allows. So what the fuck are you kneeling down with your fist in the air? And so although I talk about LeBron all the time, I do like this move that he's trying to create his own league. It's probably going to backfire on him, but I do like the fact that he's trying to attempt to do it, because we should all think about ownership. We should all move without fear. Too many of us is trapped in our own mind with fear of they're not going to let you do that, or that ain't something that's for us. That's for white folks. And so at least he's trying. We'll see. Maybe the Negro can get it accomplished. And if he can, that'll be amazing for the next person. And so we all got to strive and try to build. Right now, we lost because we trying to be the best dressed in class. It's like we still stuck in a high school mind frame. Nigga, you ain't dripped out as me. Nigga, look at the clothes you got on. I never thought I'd see the day where men are talking about, nigga, look at the clothes you got on. Nigga, you ain't as dripped out as me. You don't look cool as me. I just be sitting back looking at them niggas like, that's what we arguing about. Who dressed the best? When I was in high school, I won most likely to succeed. I won a lot of shit. I think I was most likely to succeed. Or if they gave it to somebody, I think I was most. Let me go to my yearbook. Let me not cap. Let me go to my cousin's house and go to my yearbook. But I want to say, I think I was most likely to succeed. I was the prom king and most likely to succeed. So, best cell phones. Yeah, they got the best everything. These niggas act like girls. I ain't gonna lie. They act like girls that can fight really good and shoot really good. But some of them don't even shoot really good. They just spray up all the kids. Miss everybody. God damn it. I'm like, how you have a shootout every weekend? You still missing this same nigga. You having a shootout every damn weekend. There's a shootout. He's still looking for that same boy. Yeah, man, that nigga shot up the whole strip mall. You have to just look at whoever the nigga shooting at. You got to make sure you know where he at So you never go where that nigga at, because them people coming, boy. But yeah, man, a lot of men don't do what I'm doing. And so before we have another generation of brainwashed men, and we got young men that are now getting NIL deals. And so that means that they have an opportunity to make money, millions of dollars while they're in college. So there's no excuse now. If you ask, take your money and go buy Drip, go buy Jordans, and go buy all this stuff, and at the end of your college career, you don't have any money, and they gave you millions of dollars in college, and you have somebody showing you what you should be doing with your money, somebody that's been on the internet for 3 or 4 years saying passive income. They cannot tax passive income. You know, tax-free passive income is the best money going. And that's why they create these hedge funds. No matter what people invest their money in the stock market, they all make sure they have a real estate portfolio that's kicking them off some passive income so they can have some money that don't have no tax on it. So, hey, you getting the money right out of high school. So if you get some money right out of high school, the best thing you could do with your money is not go to the stock market, especially while your earning potential is so high. You go out and buy property, play Monopoly. Just like as a kid, you go out and buy 3 houses, 4 houses, then a hotel. That's the same thing they said to do. You know, you go out, you buy property, you buy land, so that if your knee blow out, if your ankle blow out, you have now people got to talk to you in a different way. You know, you can either rent the house, you can sell the house. I have an asset. This house right here is probably worth $400,000. I took a real estate agent over here and I said, look, if I wanted to sell this house, how much can I sell it for? She said, you fix it up, put a tin roof on it, you do it, you put this in the inside, you do this, I can get you $400K for this house. I said, okay. So now that's the tag on it for selling. If I wanted to rent, she said, depends on if you tap into the flea tech market. Some of those people get $5,000 a month voucher through the flea tech. Some of them get 3 through the nursing. So it depends on how you do it. If you rent to regular civilians or regular people, you get $25,000 to $3,000 or $2,000 to $3,000 in rent. Depends on, you know, who goes. But if you go to the flea tech, they get the $5,000 voucher. You just have to furnish the house. And so that's a cost, you know. So it's plenty ways to make money. And I'm tired of black folks saying, hey, don't show what you're doing because you putting people in your business. Well, how is it that Grant Cardone shows what he's doing and then he'll make you pay for him showing you what he's doing? I'm giving it to you for free. I'm showing you what I'm doing and showing kids what they can do with this money that they're going to get at 18, 19 years old, right out of high school. And somebody's looking at me as if I'm showing out on them and I should hide what I'm doing. Why should I hide what I'm doing? That doesn't make any sense. We all as men should be showing the good work, showing that we're not just entertainers. So these other young boys coming behind us can say, you know what? I ain't just no fucking basketball player. Don't play with me. I buy houses. I create things. You got to deal with me and talk to me on a different level. I provide jobs. You know, I help the community. So when you do that in the community, you're more than just a basketball player. So I encourage every young man, the first thing you do is get some property. You're providing a tax base. You're providing something for your community. So you just playing basketball ain't providing nothing for your community. You know, you can come back, throw turkey drives and give away bikes once a year, but it's a difference when you are moving and shaking in your community and providing business for your community. So that's what you all should be striving to do. So instead of me sitting back, wishing up on a star that somebody showed this to me, now that I'm in the situation that I'm in, I'm going to show it to somebody else.
If these guys aren't in jail, if they're not in prison, they're selling drugs on the streets in Bartow. They just are. And everybody in Bartow knows it, but they're afraid of them. Then you have Herbert Merrick's. He sold Brian Myrick pills. Myrick would sell Merrick's cocaine. Myrick told Merrick that he fronts the pills to the girl so he can kind of get them coming back. And then he does other business with them. He's currently out on bond. Oh, just a thought. He's been in prison too previously. And then there's Isaiah Donnell. He's Nate's brother. We arrested him in February of 2024 for trafficking in cocaine, and he was out on bond. And guess what happened in October of 2024? He comes back up on our T3, still dealing dope while he's on bond for trafficking from 6 months earlier, waiting on charges. You see, folks, these people will never quit selling dope if they're not locked up. And people die. And we have the empirical evidence that they die from it. Then there's Elijah Nahad. He's 23. He was the marijuana dealer. He's the connection from Orlando selling the marijuana. We caught him selling 11 pounds to Brian Myrick. And guess what? He came up on our T3 with a lot of details. Then there's Marco Caballero Medina. He's 24. He's from Venezuela. Now, this is part of the frustrating confluence of federal immigration issues and local law enforcement issues. He's in this country illegally. And guess what? He was trafficking in MDMA. We caught him with a pound of it. We're waiting on the lab to return the results, but we caught him with a pound of what we believe to be ketamine. We had
ketamine. What the hell is ketamine? Oh shit! Beautiful one, Kwame 50, Kwame Brown 50 Bus Life membership. Beautiful one. Oh Lord, you done got yourself banned again, Lord, girl. Beautiful one. We got to get you another name, because girl, they know they gonna have it. Beautiful one, you're gonna be the most hated woman on YouTube. You keep it up. I definitely appreciate you though. I don't know what you do, sister. I just know you probably do it damn good. And I appreciate you and all of the support that you've given and the scrutiny that you take for dealing with a bus. Most people would just say, man, fuck this nigga. I'm done dealing with this shit. So I appreciate you being the woman that you are and being able to support a bus through all the drama. So I appreciate you. What? And what this say? Mixing Molly with what? Damn. I don't want to be that goddamn high.
a trafficking warrant out for his arrest. We arrested him as part of the T3. He made bond. We had an immigration hold on him. So when he made bond, the feds came and picked him up, because that's what they do when they're finished doing business with us. They picked him up and deported him. He still has an...
If that nigga slip up, Kobe Bryant, if that nigga pinch his stub his toe and slip up at all. Let me shut up. Shut up, one.
Answered for the trafficking in our jurisdiction, but he's now in Venezuela. So what we've done is we've issued a capias for his arrest. If he ever comes back into the United States, we will, at that point in time, take him into custody, and then we'll be able to no bond him and hold him until he answers for his part of this organized narcotics ring. I want to turn the podium over now to Chief Walker. It's an honor to work with him and the Bartow police officers on investigations. But you must understand that it takes all of us that I spoke of to successfully do these complicated investigations. And our organized crime team and our different narcotics units make all this work because we all come together and coordinate our efforts. And our goal this time is that these folks don't go to prison for 4 years or 5 years, because it's only drugs. It's only drip. I mean, when people are walking around with $50,000 worth of jewelry around their neck, and they've sold millions of dollars worth of drugs in and around Bartow, they're a menace to society. They've got to stay in prison or people die. Chief.
Thank you, sir. Good morning.
All right, I just wanted to show Grady Judd with the drip, man, so I'm gonna get up out the way. The police chief, he's just a regular, typical old police chief. Look like he gonna lock your black ass up. So we ain't messing with him. Grady Judd, salute to Grady Judd, man, with the jury on and the drip. Everybody going crazy, and this is why I don't go outside today. Salute to Charles Forte. This is his content. His original content. I went over this content, this lady before. This is the same lady who did the pizza situation, where she slapped the pizza out the dude's hand like a week ago. But I thought this lady was over. I was going to do the story. I didn't do the story because I was down off of YouTube. I was going to do it on my other channel. But this lady is back in the news and she's a school teacher. This lady is teaching your kids, or some people's kids, to behave. Yeah, fair use. This woman is teaching somebody's kids to behave. Now let's look at her behavior. This is why I watch behavior. I don't know what's wrong with this lady. And this is why I don't want to stay in a state that won't allow you to protect themselves. This is why you have people talking about, Kwame, come out to Vegas, come out to California, come out to this state. Because they know down in Georgia, we don't fuck around. We don't have no duty to retreat. And we got to stand your ground. You can't just go to fucking with people like this in the South. Woman is in New York. So in a situation like this, you can't really have an altercation with this woman or you can go to jail. So this woman, they want you to call the police. Now I want you to watch the behavior of this woman. This is unbelievable. I would probably move away from a neighbor like this. And nobody know why this woman is doing what she's doing. She took her trash from her apartment and threw it in the middle of the hallway and started stomping on it with her shoes on. And nobody wants to encounter with this woman because I think she's a part of the community. And that's why she's like, hit me, touch me. And nobody want to touch this lady. Everybody is like, what is wrong with you? So when you look up this lady's Facebook, you can see she's a real teacher. I thought this was a joke, but this is a real teacher acting like this. And so we wonder why our kid. And now she's not I'm gonna change it. She's a parapro, like she's a help. She helps out real teachers, but I don't think she should be nowhere around no damn kids acting like this.
You keep coming over there. You're in my area. You're in my door. You're on my door. I'm saying right. And you keep coming over here to my door. Make me shut up. No.
She talking about make me shut up, ma'am. She got her foot in someone else's doorway again. Once you break the threshold of someone's house with your foot, you are inside of their home. You are treading on dangerous waters when you cross the threshold of somebody's house. But hey, she's in New York.
Get the out of my area. Make me shut up. Move out of my area. Make me move. Okay, make me move. Make me move. Yeah, you can't spitting on my shit. You're not getting filthy out. Make me move. And I'm gonna throw shit on you. Make me move. I did. Okay, well, okay. Make me move. Make me move. Respectfully, make me move. Make me move. You me? You good? Yeah, I'm a teacher, so hit me. Hit me. Hit me. Hit me. See? Hit me. Hit me. Hit me. You knock your shit out right in front of your camera. Right here. What you talking about? Like you and your man and your dog. Y'all all what you talking about? Yeah, quiet now. Say something. Say something. Say something. See, all you do is talk shit. Wait, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm trying to do it.
No, she didn't get you stupid niggas. No, she didn't. No, she didn't get these two dummy doofuses to go over here and try to mess with this lady for her dumb ass. No, she didn't. You gonna go to prison. These dudes gonna go to jail. You stupid. Boy, I tell you, boy. I know this ain't funny, but you laughing. I'm laughing at the two doofuses that think they gonna be able to get away with what she get away with. They gonna lock their ass up. I don't know who these two dummies is, but boy, y'all going to jail. She behind the door now. Let's see how this play out.
I got a camera. The camera. And she don't answer. I'll be back. Not again, I'll be right back. Alright, thank you. Yo, lock the door. Thank you, guys. We got it. We need it, They sleep? Oh, they sleep. They open it. They open the door. Say less. Hold on. now we don't open the door. Say less. You should tell me that.
I get this shit over with, bro. Chili. I'm about to get this shit over with. I'm tired, bro. I'm in sleep. We about to top it up. They ain't open. I didn't knock it right, knocking out of it.
You heard them in there?
That's crazy.
No, but they in there. They watching the camera.
I'm not ready. I'm like, yo, bro, I'm gonna get this shit over.
Me too, buddy. Yo, she was talking about that.
Hey, hey, look, boy, they lucky they're in New York playing tough, boy. You come knocking on somebody's door in Georgia talking about you just finna chop it up after somebody done been playing around at their door. You go chop it up, all right. You come on somebody's property talking about you finna chop it up after somebody done caused a disturbance. Man, listen. I'm glad I live in Georgia and Florida. Hell no. Thank the Lord for the great states that allow men and women to protect themselves so they're not walking around like victims. Ain't no way, bro. I would have opened that door full on mace. Shh. I wouldn't have said a goddamn word. Shh. Close my door, lock it, and go on about my business. Non-lethal. She'd have been rolling on that goddamn ground fucking with me. Baby, do you want to mace her so it's not a man touching a woman? Because they would probably say I touched her. Do you want to mace her ass, baby? So, be woman on woman, I think.
I got time with the Gmail didn't text me. He told me he was gonna text me. He said he fined him $650 a month, $25 a month. So it's $25.
Good question. This is a week.
I did that this morning. The little pictures, you did all week, but she complained. So I said, oh yeah, that's all. Come on.
Wait, good question.
We in New York.
I know.
The deal, that's they don't get.
No. I'm saying, like, this is gonna call the rooftop shit.
They're not coming out. Listen, oh yeah. They're scared. They scared. Huh? I can't hear you. Say it loud. What you said? You wanna come outside? Yes or no? I can't hear you. If it's a yes, open the door. If it's a yes, open the door. I'm coming down. I'm coming down. Yeah, I'm coming down. Lock the door.
No, you did the right thing. Listen, anytime it happens again, back and forth, call them. Yeah, you gotta work this problem. Something like that. We're gonna just give us a call.
No.
And no matter what it is, there's no reason for her to be just coming out your door at all.
All right.
Wow, the fact that she's a teacher, that's absolutely insane. Who hired her? Who said you're hired? Absolutely insane. Let's check out some of these comments briefly. I just looked at her Facebook page. She really is a teacher. Another comment, someone wrote back, she's a para, not a teacher, but she definitely shouldn't be working with children. Either way, a para is basically a person, she works under the teacher's supervision, but still she's working with kids on a daily, which is absolutely insane. Y'all mean to tell me with all this footage, management has not done anything about her? Well, this is New York City. You know how that can go when it comes to trying to remove someone, a victim. Insane. Another comment says, she just ain't met the right person, baby. I wish I stayed in there over with. Another commenter says, the fact that I know who she is, shake my head. I went to elementary school with her. Crazy how people turn out to be in life.
Right. It is crazy how people turn out in life, but they turn out that way because they put agendas over their real life. It's more people have a better life online through the groups and the agendas that they join than the actual life that they have. Their whole life is based around the group, the sorority, the fraternity, the this. And it allows them to be stuck in that time capsule. It allows them to not see the full scope of what's going on because they're protecting the group and not watching behavior. But let's look at this right here. Oh Lord, let us say a prayer before we get into this one. Let us pray. Yeah, me one. What's up, homegirl? I'm on live. Hello? Can you hear me? Hello? Did it go to voicemail? There's you a solid one. They're trying to sell me this trailer. I don't know if it's big enough. Let me see how much. Let me see. What's the length of this one? Oh, wait, what's wrong with this damn phone? There you go. Thumb's too big. Cheerleading? What the fuck? You better not sign my daughter up for no cheerleading. The hell? Oh, Lord. Let's get her in martial arts. All right. Oh, that's a 30-foot. Kwame, let that baby be a cheerleader. Hell no. Too many pedos in the world. Hell no. I'm doing my job. No, I'm teaching her how to fight. She can be a cheerleader next year. She got plenty enough time to be a cheerleader. She's 10. I'd rather her be, before she start cheering, let's get her from 10 to 15 and learn how to defend herself. You know, I want her to be in that karate that they don't teach the nice shit. I want her to learn chopping in the throat, scratching in the eye, like stuff that'll disable a man too. I don't want her to learn that. That's for women. Some men will still be able to take care of her. I want her to be able to, yeah. Jonathan said, I completely agree. Yeah, man, that cheerleading. She ain't gonna do no cheerleading as an adult, but she can whoop ass as an adult if she learn karate. Shit, I'm just saying. I don't like no wasted movements, no wasted steps. Let's do something that she can use later on.
A couple times for a couple years straight. When do you think society is going to wake up and say enough is enough?
You would think it would have been a long time ago. Jesse, I lived in Connecticut during that Sandy Hook shooting. It took place about an hour from my house, and I'll never forget that moment. I think all of us will unfortunately remember that. And if that wasn't the moment to say, okay, we've got to do something, then I don't know what is. Today is another reminder to me that, frankly, it's even bigger than the trans issue in my mind, Jesse. This is about evil. This is about good versus evil. And it's obviously that there's evil in the hearts of these people who are choosing to go in, premeditated, and go in and kill young children, kill people. Aside from that, it's mental health, right? Anybody who wants to go do something like
Okay, at least they're having the conversation, because no matter if a person is trans or not, if you get in your head that you want to do something to children like this, I think it's based in mental illness. Anybody? Oh, hello?
young children, kill people. Aside from that, it's mental health, right? Anybody who wants to go do something like this has issues, has problems, and there's no way those problems just surfaced today before the shooting. We saw the videos online. I forced myself to watch the 11-minute clip that was put out on X. And when you see him fumbling through dozens and dozens of bullets and guns and magazines, and of course, the letter that he wrote, mental health issues that the adults in the room, whether it's mothers, fathers, siblings, teachers, employers, have chosen to.
Hey, beautiful one said I cheered, and those were some hot ass girls. They was. And I played ball, so we would come in there early. We look at the cheerleaders warming up, like, yeah, which one you going after, dog? I'm going after this one. Oh shit, I wanted her. Oh shit, we gonna race to it then. So I don't want my daughter having to deal with all that shit too early, because they seeing her jump around half naked. I'd rather her learn how to whoop ass, so they'll be like, damn, we can't try her the wrong way because she gonna chop us in the throat. Yeah, that's what I want. But let's get back to the story, because I'm glad they're having the mental illness conversation around it. And I watched O'Shea Duke Jackson, and O'Shea is wondering why they not calling this dude a thug. Every time a black man pull out a firearm and shoot somebody, he's a thug. He's a this. Rampage Jackson's son punched the guy, and I'm not defending what he did at all. What he did was terrible, but this man did something that's way worse. He unalived somebody, took their life, and these were innocent children in a church, and then had the nerve to mock God. Where is your God? So no, this is a way bigger issue. With a manifesto, an attack on children needs to be looked into, and what's going on in the minds of these people that everybody is allowing to be themselves and all inclusive, all this stuff. Why would they take out this type of act, or why would this person take out this type of act on children? This is the worst thing I've seen throughout this year. They don't want to talk about this and give it the tag that it needs, but this needs the attention that it deserves. This is disgusting.
Nor for many reasons, probably, but I would say, number one, because of the fear that's been instilled in them to have these conversations with these kids. Obviously, the trans issue, to me, is a mental health issue as well. All these things combined have led to another terrible day like today, but it is rooted in evil.
Yeah, I saw the devil when I watched this video. I've never seen a more despicable human being watching this video. He's caressing bullets. The things that he talks about are just grotesque, and the kind of glee, the giggling is diabolical. And the fact that this guy was cruising through life, he has parents, he may have colleagues, he has neighbors. No one noticed that the devil was living right next door. That's insane to be. Where are we here?
Yeah, and again, I go back to 2012.
Well, we're in a place that if someone talks nice and they identify with something that you identify with, then we just automatically assume that this is a good person. If they join the group that you're in, you're not watching this person's behavior. You think this is a good dude. You think this is a good woman, or whatever he decided to want to be with these ponytails in. But you just, based on the group, based on word of mouth now, this is how society is moving. And I don't move like that. I'm watching behavior. You can be in a group, you can do whatever, but I'm watching how you behave. Behavior is the only thing that matters and determine if you're a good person, a good, decent person or not the group that you join. And so I don't know why we started doing this whole flowers and rainbows, we're in a group and then we're all good. No, even if you black, just because you black don't mean that our ideologies match. And you could be a street nigga. You could think you the world of yourself. I just think I'm a regular man and I ain't trying to be around that type of energy. So, it's different strokes for different folks. And we got to start moving like that. Just watching behavior. That's it. Fuck what group they in. Forget if you're black, you're white, you're a woman. What is your behavior like? And that tells you all. You don't hang with people based on their nationality and them being black or white or whatever. You hang with them based on their behavior, based on what they're like. So you got to treat everybody the same.
Because as soon as this happened today, I thought of the shooter there in Adam Lanza, who ended up, if you recall, he killed his mother before he went over to Sandy Hook School and shot up all those kids and took those innocent lives. And he had a long.
Hey, Styles, I ain't say nothing. Salute to you, Styles. I ain't say nothing. I just said a man, woman, ponytail, whatever the hell you want to be. But I ain't say nothing.
History of mental health issues. The mother had an affinity for guns and legally had all of them, but she kept them out knowing that her son had these mental health issues. So it does start at home. It does out. Mother had an affinity for guns and legally had all of them, but she kept them out knowing that her son had these mental health issues.
Now, all right. Do we lock the mother up if she left guns out knowing that this kid a young man had a mental health issue? I thought they said he had legal guns that was his own. Should the mother be punished for leaving out illegal guns for this man to affect so many lives? Leave it in the comments. If you think she should be punished, let me know. Say yes. If it's a no, you don't want to be punished for what your kid do, but you left guns out for a mental ill kid. Let me know what you think.
So it does start at home. It does start with the parents, then anybody else who notices it. As heartbreaking as it is to be a whistleblower on a loved one, don't we have an obligation to do that? Not just for you and your family, but for everybody in society. I'm heartbroken over it, as I know all of your viewers are as well. But we have to be accountable. And yes, the hatred that is being spewed.
The dude was 23 years old. So you saying she's talking about Sandy Hook when she said the mother left the guns out? Why would she be talking about Sandy Hook? Let me go back. She was talking about Sandy Hook when she said the mother had an affinity for guns and let them out. Let's go. But this guy was 23 years old.
Knowing that her son had these mental health, he had all of them. History of mental health in kids and took those innocent. He killed his mother before. And today I thought of the shooter there in Adam Lanza. And again, I go back to 2012 because as soon as this happened today, I thought of.
Yeah, she went back to 2012. Okay, thanks.
He had a long history of mental health issues. The mother had an affinity for guns and legally had all of them, but she kept them out knowing that her son had these mental health issues. So it does start at home. It does start with the parents, then anybody else who notices it. As heartbreaking as it is to be a whistleblower on a loved one, don't we have an obligation to do that? Not just for you and your family, but for everybody in society.
Yeah, so this guy was 23. He was grown. She went back to 2012. I misspoke. She went back to 2012 talking about Sandy Hook when the parent left the gun out. That has nothing to do with this situation. She just went back and she thought about that. But this guy was 23 years old. So this is an adult. He did this on his own. If you're 23 years old, he can break in whatever situation. But this guy had nothing to do with Sandy Hook. So this is all on him.
Heartbroken over it, as I know all of your viewers are as well. But we have to be accountable. And yes, the hatred that is being spewed by our leaders, by the Tim Waltzes of the world, the Governor Waltz there in Minneapolis, who also not only makes it a safe haven for transgender people, that's wonderful, but let's focus on their mental health. Also a city that tried to defund the police. So there's a lot going on up there. It doesn't matter where it happens, though.
I like the way Sage still said that. Yeah, we can focus on people's mental health and we can focus on making a safe space for people, but let's focus on their mental health. Let's make sure they're mentally capable of handling whatever is going on. Let's focus on their mental health. I think that was well said. Let's focus on people's mental health to make sure they're mentally equipped to be around everybody in society. What is this? Hold on.
There, the darkness is there, the mental health issues are there. I believe, like you, it's not about the guns. It starts here and with adults and friends and everybody choosing to ignore. And now look.
Yeah, the family's the first line of defense. So we have to have a full investigation. And Sage Steele, thank you so much on this tragic night. Click here to subscribe.
Hold on, let me go to this other one because I was watching somebody and they had this Lil Woody is talking about Young Thug. Where is it at? Oh. This is on Doc Rich channel. And he put together this clip. This was a good clip he put together. So I'll go back to Jesse Waters. I'll go back to Fox in a minute. This is on Doc Rich channel. But this brother right here was speaking some facts. So I want to play this one.
Behind every podium they stand behind is surprised when violence happens. What a shocker. So the Democratic Party, the party that incites violence behind every podium they stand behind, is surprised when violence happens. What a shocker. Here comes the pew pew control, virtue signaling. Here comes the thoughts and prayers. Here comes the Republicans don't care that babies are being unalived. You know, all of it, right? It's just a wash, rinse, repeat, like clockwork. You see, they spent all week talking about how we don't need the National Guard. We got violence under control. Here comes the Republicans trying to take all our rights. Meanwhile, they have no problem trying to come for your two-way rights, right? Your Second Amendment rights, right? These people, man, are so pathetic, yo. They all over X right now saying this is what happens when we don't have pew pew control. But nothing about like you guys spending majority of the of your conference demonizing this administration and their crime crackdown. Can't make this up, folks.
Yeah, you literally can't make it up. You cannot make it up. Now, before we get into it, I do want to say, you know, rest in peace and something like that. It's really disgusting.
So how are we supposed to protect our kids at a Catholic?
He goes in.
Suicidal transgender who hates Trump's Christians and Jews shoots up kids at a Catholic school, and the media wants to take away your handgun. So how are we supposed to protect ourselves from trans shooters? The media is bad at pattern recognition. We aren't. Just 2 years ago, another trans 20-something walked into a Christian school in Nashville with a rifle and shot 3 kids and 3 adults. They buried the manifesto and locked down the case. We've seen trans shootings in Colorado and in Maryland. They even shot up an ICE facility in Texas. And it seems like half of Antifa's trans. A couple of they-thems just got popped for firebombing Teslas. The mayor of Minneapolis says, you can't say that.
Anybody who is using this as an opportunity to villainize our trans community or any other community out there has lost their sense of common humanity. We should not be.
So anytime somebody comes up with, if they can just point out or see a pattern, just like people have black fatigue because of some of the behaviors of some of the black folks, And I have not heard one person say, oh, we're not going to direct hate towards a whole group because of one person or this isn't that. Like, that's not hate. This is a pattern that people are starting to notice. So let's listen to the way this guy is talking. He's talking about hate. Nobody said nothing about hate in no community.
Trans, a couple of they/them's facility, and we've seen trans shootings.
I want y'all to really, I'm gonna slow this down. I want y'all to really look at what Jesse Lee Peterson is saying. I mean, not Jesse Lee, Jesse Waters is saying. Shout out to Jesse Lee. Amazing. But I want y'all to really just listen to what he's saying. And if it's true, how is he demonizing people? He's not demonizing people for covering the news about different shooters. So I'm gonna play it slow. Think about what he's saying and listen how this mayor is just trying to cut off the conversation by just making it about hate. And when it's not about hate. No, Nick Fuentes ain't gonna talk about this because he's so busy want to talk about Rampage son punching the dude, which he was wrong. But this is worse than that. And he talking about somebody don't want to be around black people. I don't want to be around some psychotic son bitch like this that'll shoot through a window at children. This is way worse than Rampage Jackson's son. But they're not going to speak about this as they spoke about Rampage Jackson's son.
School, and the media wants to take away your handgun. So how are we supposed to protect ourselves from trans shooters? The media is bad at pattern recognition. We aren't. Just 2 years ago, another trans 20-something walked into a Christian school in Nashville with a rifle and shot 3 kids and 3 adults.
Trans shooter 2 years ago, kids and adults shot. They don't want to talk about it. You're showing hate against the community. Isn't that not hate when you shooting up children? When you unaliving children and Christians, what do you call that? Can somebody please tell me, what do you call this when you unaliving children and Christians?
They buried the manifesto and locked down the case. We've seen trans shootings in Colorado and in Maryland. They even shot up an ICE facility in Texas.
Did y'all know this about Colorado and Maryland and then the ICE facility in Texas? Did y'all know all of this? Did y'all know that a lot of these shooters as of late has been trans shooters? And the media is not saying it until Jesse Waters have been saying it. Have y'all noticed that? And they don't want you to say anything because they'll call you hate. They'll say you hating, and nobody's hating. If these people are actually trans and they're identifying as trans and they're shooting up Christian schools in different places, then we got to look into this a little bit different now. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying hate. I'm saying we got to look into it.
Christian school in Nashville with a rifle and shot 3 kids and 3 adults. They buried the manifesto and locked down the case. We've seen trans shootings in Colorado and in Maryland. They even shot up an ICE facility in Texas. And it seems like half of Antifa's trans. A couple of they/them's just got popped for firebombing Teslas. The mayor of Minneapolis says, you can't say that.
Is this a girl? Because this look like a dude. Just something about the nose and the ears and the eyes. This look like a guy. I don't know. I'm just saying, this look like, is this a guy trying to be a girl? Because I'm confused. This looks like, right here, this look like a dude from right here to me. Is that what this is? A guy trying to be a girl? That's a boy? I knew it. I'm like, wait, what the fuck? Yeah. Trying to trick people like that. What the fuck?
Teslas. The mayor of Minneapolis says, you can't say that.
Anybody who is using this as an opportunity to villainize our trans community or any other community out there has lost their sense of common humanity. We should not be operating out of a place of hate for anyone. We should be operating from a place of love for our kids.
I don't hate anyone who thinks they're trans.
Exactly. He said, I've yet to see a firearm go off by itself. Me either. I haven't either. You can set it right there. It won't bother nobody. It'll be a paperweight at best. A firearm is just like this phone charger. I can use it for its original use, which is to charge phone. A gun, original use is for protection. But if I'm not using this thing, like I'm not using it right now, it could just sit on the counter and hold down the paper. It ain't gonna do a damn thing. It's not gonna be used for its intended use. I can use it as a paperweight. It's kind of heavy. Salute to you, Paul.
I feel sorry for them. But statistically, the trans population has been prone to violence. That's not villainizing, that's reality. And if you can't recognize reality, you're in danger.
Jesse Waters, how can you ask people to recognize reality when some of the people think that you know what? I already got a strike, so I'm just gonna be quiet. But I just think that's a strong ask if you're asking them to recognize reality when they're trying to get you to recognize an alternate reality. So I don't know how they're going to recognize reality when, they don't want to seem to come to terms with reality. But hey, Jesse, I don't agree that you vilifying anybody, but I get what you're trying to say.
But statistically, the trans population has been prone to violence. That's not villainizing, that's reality. And if you can't recognize reality, you're in danger. We love the American people, especially American children. And if they're troubled and believe they're somehow a girl trapped in a boy's body, we want to get them help.
Yeah, gun safety is very important. Take it out of the hands of emotional men, emotional women, and emotional people. But guns itself on its surface, this is not a weird statement. This is a charger. If you set it there, it won't do anything. A gun, I have several. I set my gun down, it won't do anything to nobody. I can leave it on the counter, the safe, as long as somebody who doesn't have the knowledge, like a child or an adult who's not understanding gun safety, if they don't touch that gun, that gun alone will not harm anybody. It takes a human encounter with a weapon for it to become deadly. And it takes a human encounter for somebody who loses control to turn a weapon onto somebody for no reason. So that's all I'm saying.
We don't want to give them hormones and operate on them. Society shouldn't be trying to produce more trans kids. We shouldn't be encouraging an emotional disorder or whatever this is. And doctors should stop profiting from it. Great Britain ended child sex change surgeries. They said it's barbaric, and they're right. And politicians should stop elevating the trans issue like
Wait a minute, Great Britain did what? They ain't rioting in the streets about Great Britain? Great Britain stopped operating on children? Good job for Great Britain, because it should be limitation to this stuff. You should not be operating on children. And you can't even say that without them calling you hateful. They got people in line. They got people in pocket, because in order to make money, if they feel like you're attacking that community, then they'll attack you, and then you'll be done. So no one's trying to attack. We're trying to have a conversation around mental illness. And when kids get harmed, we got to have that conversation.
it's the civil rights struggle of the 21st century. You see it all over Minneapolis.
Minneapolis will continue to be a safe haven for our trans community.
For being a safe haven for transgender individuals.
We have sued them for gender affirming care. Yes, we are not going to scapegoat our transgender community.
When our children tell us who they are, it is our job as grown-ups to listen and to believe them.
So when your 9-year-old tells you he's a horse, do you let him sleep out in the barn and eat hay?
I'm not trying to laugh with this type of story going over. Jesse Waters is crazy. She's trying to quote Maya Angelou. That was pandering to black folks to me. When your children tell you who they are, believe them. Don't no black woman parent like that. Have you lost your mind? Your children tell you what they are. You still got to parent your children. My son thought he was Spider-Man. I ain't gonna lie. My son really would have had that goddamn shoot that little web out that little outfit they had on. And he learned very quick after he jumped off that top step that he wasn't Spider-Man. You have to parent. Kids say the darndest things. Kids come up with the darndest things. They're easily influenced and their brains are not developed. So to say to parents with a developed brain that we should just be listening to our children, I think it's the stupidest thing that I've ever heard. You're supposed to listen, and then you're supposed to have a better conversation with them because they don't always understand. Most kids will eat Pop-Tarts and sugar for breakfast every day, and you got to give them a balanced diet. So no, you're not supposed to just do everything a kid say. And I'm going to eat my salad real quick, so I might jump off camera.
What are we doing here?
Listen and are. It is when our children tell us who they are, it is our job as grown-ups to listen and to believe them.
So when your 9-year-old tells you he's a horse, do you let him sleep out in the barn and eat hay? What are we doing here? Just a few years ago, the psychiatric community classified transgenderism as a mental illness. Then doctors went woke and removed it as a condition, and now millions of young Americans are identifying themselves as trans and getting high fives. When someone has an illness, we should treat it.
Oh, they get more than high fives. They get into that bag. And it's crazy how they're doing this too. These heterosexual little boys are not getting any attention in school. They're not getting any praise. They're just, if they're not a jock, if they're not this. But if they turn trans, then all of a sudden they're one of the most popular, respected kids at the school. So a lot of these people are turning trans and getting a bag too. They become influencers on TikTok and everybody want to know what they got to say, all based around this identity of being trans. It becomes an identity now. It's not, they're not even regular, normal people. Their identity is trans and not human. It's like they have a subset group and they're not human anymore. It's like, it's weird. I don't understand it. Just be a regular individual person. It doesn't matter if you're trans. It doesn't matter what you think you are. Just be a good, decent person.
Instead of affirm it. We don't celebrate schizophrenia. We don't encourage depression. Teenagers are confused. Sometimes these things are just a phase. And if they're not, all right, then a grown man can wear a dress. If he wants to do that in America, he has that right. We're a pretty darn tolerant society. But the left's weaponizing trans kids and turning them into culture warriors. And they've been turned loose against the church, schools, and Trump. You see it, I see it. The trans clan has a militant wing, and it's out for blood. They're taking lives, defiling churches, and freaking everybody out. And some politicians are doing more to protect shooters like Westman than soft targets like schools. In 2023, private schools in Minnesota begged Governor Walz to fund more school safety. They told him it was an urgent and critical need. Minnesota.
Look at that face. Do it look like he's ready to deal with any problem at any given time? No. What type of evil is that believe kids? I don't know. There's no such thing as adults and saying to parents no more. We got to put our kids before us. We got kids telling the grown-ups what to do. My daughter said something to me, and she 11 years old. I said, I told her mama, you think I'm listening to what an 11-year-old is saying? Like, are you crazy? Not this type of emotional response. I'm not saying don't have communication and conversation with your kid, but it's an individual thing. You know when your kid trying to play you for some stuff, what they want.
2023, private schools in Minnesota begged Governor Walz to fund more school safety. They told him it was an urgent and critical need. Minnesota had an $18 billion budget surplus, but the governor didn't do it. Instead, He turned Minnesota into a trans sanctuary. And his attorney general, Keith Ellison, sued Trump so they can keep castrating little boys. Tim Walz failed. Our leaders keep failing us. They failed us during COVID, on trade, on immigration. They say they care about kids, but they locked them down and oversaw an obesity and chronic disease epidemic. And now there's a growing trans epidemic, and they won't even admit it. Just like crime. They created a crisis and then lie about it and blame you for not being compassionate. But their fake compassion is getting people killed.
Well said. Well said. Man, watching that mother cry there, man, sheesh. That was rough. That was rough. No parent should have to bury their children. No parent. That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. And to watch the mayor come out and say that, it's just like, what? You care more. You care more about the trans than you do the Christian little kids that were put 6 feet in the dirt.
Yep, because it's all about the group. I told y'all. Hey, y'all don't want to believe me because I'm just a dumb little old bust that they say I'm angry about basketball, but I ain't talking about no damn basketball. They care. I said these groups are destroying us, and they are. People care more about this slogan, I'm a black woman, I'm a trans this, and I'm a gay this, and they'll say it as if you're supposed to bow down to them. If you're a regular, everyday citizen, a heterosexual man, or a regular woman, whether you're white or black, you are up underneath a certain class of people. Yeah. It's a few class of people that they can damn near say and do whatever they want. And you better handle them with kitten gloves or you in trouble. So yes, these groups are destroying us. We care more about defending the image and protecting the group other than watching the behaviors that's unaliving people in destroying our society. It's the behavior, not if you put, just because you like a certain group, if you put that entire group throughout the world, how do they behave? How is this world going to continue forward if they just go out and do whatever they want? Yeah, I'm trying not to upset nobody. You left out strong black woman. You're right. But you said it, Miss Genesis one. Yeah, I'm a strong black woman. That's a rally cry for you to sit your punk ass down, because then they're going to rally the troops of them sisters and they ain't going to ask no question. The only thing they need to see that the opposition is a black male and your ass is grass. That's all I'm saying. So we got to stop letting these groups destroy us. Black women are still getting unalived by men at a higher rate. You still believe in these rates? Men get punched on by women all the time. We just don't tell, we men. So I wish you really stop believing these statistics. I know dudes in the hood right now getting beat up by a woman that's 200 pounds and they're about 140 pounds as a man, and that woman whipping his ass every single day. Do you think he's calling the cops on her? In our community, you look like a lame for calling the cops on a woman. I know niggas that a woman done flat their tire, cut up their chest, stabbed them in the stomach, and guess what? She never been to jail because he's not saying anything. In our community, men take abuse. So I really wish your type of woman would stop this bullshit, Lonnie. Let's keep it real. Most women hit first. So stop playing. Like, stop the press. I hate this fake shit that we doing nowadays. There's no lies. How you gonna lie about my community? I just said in my community, I know a nigga. You live in Philly, so how am I lying? See, you just full of shit. You don't want to have a real conversation. A lot of these women are 200 plus pounds bigger than these niggas, and when you upset them, they swing first. And some of them just lose fights. I'm not saying all. Some of them lose fights. We don't want to hear this. This ain't a narrative channel. This is for real over here. It's women out here swinging on niggas left and right. And you want to sit up here and act like, even Dana White wife hit him first. So you want to sit up here and act like women just getting their ass whipped. Dana White, if you look at the video and break down what happened, she slapped him and then he slapped her back. It's just in our community. And I try to point out the fact that he can't hit back or you can't hit back. But if you look at who got the violence first, it was his woman. A woman that's supposed to be the most protected, the most unprotected and all that. Why did she get the violence first with her bigger husband? Why did she slap him first? Because society has said you cannot correct or hit no woman So now you've created a situation where they know they can hit you and they just hope that you don't hit them back. So that's what's going on. And a lot of these police officers, a lot of these military men, they wives sleeping with everybody in the town, cursing them out, telling them they bitch ass niggas and all kind of stuff. And you know what these men got to do? They got to sit there and take it, because one fraction against a woman, and you in the military, you lose it all. You lose your pension, you lose everything. So they got to sit there. I'm a brave man. You saw a football player that was damn near 360 pounds in Baltimore. Football player put his hands behind his back, and the girl just teeing off on him. Bing, 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 bing. And he's standing there. Nope, I'm a good man. I'm not going to hit you, honey. So stop it. We got to stop this shit. We got to watch behavior, because the behavior that I'm seeing is not like Lonnie is talking about. That's bullshit.
Man, absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I hope that, listen, and I know I've said this before, but they just keep on proving me right. I hope the Democrat Party never wins again, ever. Now, I know that's not realistic, but at this point, I hope they never win again. Never win a major election again. This is disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. And I haven't even gotten on the when the mayor said enough with the thoughts and the prayers and whatever else. I forgot what he said. Let me see if I can find that clip, because it was just absolutely disgusting what this man said about Christians praying. Wouldn't say that about any other religion, mind you. Wouldn't say that about a single other religion. Where's the clip at? No, these are all.
There are no words that can capture the horror and the evil of this unspeakable act. Children are dead. There are families that have a deceased child. You cannot put into words the gravity, the tragedy, or the absolute pain of this situation. We are a Minneapolis family. But to everybody out there, do not think of these as just somebody else's kids. Those families are suffering immense pain right now. Think of this as if it were your own. Every one of us needs to be wrapping our arms around these families, giving them every ounce that we can muster. These were Minneapolis families. These were American families. And the amount of pain that they are suffering right now is extraordinary. And don't just say this is about thoughts and prayers right now. These kids were literally praying. It was the first week of school. They were in a church.
Yeah. And why did it happen in your city? Who was the shooter? Why was he so radicalized?
The who, the why, the what, the when is the brother trying to ask. He's trying to ask who, why, what, and when. They don't want to ask that, because then that will answer some questions. J-Mac _ T Fresh says, salute KB, keep speaking the real. Salute to you, bro. Appreciate it. Yeah, man. Don Rich is asking the real questions. Why? Who was the shooter? Why was he there? Why was he shooting? The who, the why, the what, the when. We got to watch behavior. This mayor right here is just a good talker. That's why these people get elected. They make people feel good. They're good at speaking. He's a good speaker. He's good at calming people down. And that's a skill. But this ain't about calming people down. This is about y'all stop harboring these people that really need to be looked at. Really need to be looked at mentally. Because every time you get upset about something, that don't give you the right to start shooting into crowds and into churches. I'm gonna tell you right now, I ain't that bad to be shooting in no church. This boy here crazy. Most people talk about spinning the block. This boy here did something that's unthinkable. This is crazy. And you more worried about the group than the families that had to deal with this.
Praying. It was the first week of school. They were in a church.
Yeah. And why did it happen in your city? Who was the shooter? Why was he so radicalized? Bet you don't want to ask those questions, do you? Oh, man. And of course, all of the clips of, the writings that were written all over his guns they're all over online. I think he had a YouTube channel, right? I think YouTube actually took his channel down. So, I mean, if YouTube took it down, I'm not going to repost it for obvious reasons. What a shame, though. What a shame to defend the shooter and not the children. But then also, because mind you, the children were Christians, but then also to say what you said about the thoughts and prayers. What a slap in the face, man. What a slap in the face. Absolutely disgusting. There's so much that I want to say, but I'm going to keep it.
Don't say it. Don't say it. Salute. Salute the dog, Rich. Don't say it. Don't say it, boy, because Lord have mercy. They watching this thing with a fine-tooth comb. Yeah, do not say it. New allegations against NBA YoungBoy. What the hell? Let's go to this video. New allegations against NBA YoungBoy. I ain't gonna play that. But I want to play because I think the streets is dead. I want to make sure I have the right video though. Ah, dang it, I had it all in order and I messed it up. Let me see if this is a video I'm talking about. Hold on. So let me put this up here. Because I think I'm glad that people are starting to talk about this street stuff like this, because this is why the streets are like this. Some people are like, Kwame, why are you talking about street stuff and you're a former basketball player? Nigga, we all have to deal with this street stupidity. Some niggas said something to me and I said something back, and guess who they was going to go get on me? Some street cats that are playing the street, not they punk ass. So everybody has to deal with this street mentality at some point, and this shit is stupid. So hopefully these kids can see that these guys are not who they say they are. They're not. Nobody wants to be in jail. Ain't nobody just immune to jail. But I'm not a street nigga, so I highlight the fact that Rollo is buying property out there in Atlanta. So when I talk about Rollo, I say more people need to be like this young cat Rollo, who is not trying to go back to prison, who's using his money now to go and put it into his neighborhoods. And now he's doing good things like giving away a house per year. That's what I care about. I don't give a shit about who is snitching, who ain't. I just want these niggas to stay out the streets so niggas can get to the money. I don't even think Young Thug should have came out of prison thinking about no who snitched and who ain't snitching. Nigga, you just be a life sentence. Nigga, get out of jail and make your money. You know, everybody waiting on you to come back to make some music so you can make your money. You come out talking about some little boy shit, and now they saying you won. So this is just crazy. Us as grown men, as black men, we got to do something other than worry about snitches, street shit, and all this other stupidity. Let's do some man shit. So shout out to Will for creating man shit. Will, I might have to give you some bread because we done put that on a t-shirt. We need to do some grown man shit, not little boy shit.
Like I said, I'm not into proving nobody a snitch no more. I don't really care. And the people gonna believe what they want to believe. But Young Thug posted paperwork where his lawyer filed a motion to not allow the detective testimony to be heard in trial. He said that the detective lied on him, saying that Thug gave him information on a murder while he was in the backseat of the police car. So Thug posted the paperwork and said, this motion got filed because the detective lied and said I made a statement in the back of a police car, stupid. That never ever happened. And Rollo responded and said, well, bitch, I lied to the feds for real. And you still called Lil Baby and told him to cut me off because I wasn't right. So now you got to go through what me and Gunna went through, and we waiting on that gospel album, twin. Thug responded and said, see, the difference between me and you is one, your friend said you didn't lie. You actually told on real people. You said that somebody actually did something that they was arrested for. I made an honest mistake saying that we sold Lil Wayne weed to try to prove to the detectives that we wasn't beefing with him. See the difference? And let's not forget, you told Fanny you would take the stand on me and Lucci in our case.
Wait, whoa. He said he made a mistake. Oh, so I didn't see this part. So the Young Thug is admitting wrongdoing? So for the street dudes out there, do you accept a mistake from somebody in the streets? He just made a mistake, guys. There's nothing wrong with that. The man just made a mistake. Is it okay? The man made a mistake, man. That ain't no telling. Hey, this is just regular, nigga. I made a mistake, nigga.
We sold Lil Wayne weed to try to prove to the detectives that we wasn't beefing with him. See the difference? And let's not actually did. Your friend said you didn't lie. You actually told on real people. You said that's a gospel album, twin. Thug responded and said, see, the difference between me and you is one, your friend said you didn't lie. You actually told on real people. You said that somebody actually did something that they was arrested for. I made an honest mistake saying that we sold Lil Wayne weed to try to prove to the detectives that we wasn't beefing with him.
All right, that was a mistake. Ain't nothing wrong with that. We're going to chalk that up as a mistake. You can make mistakes. Yeah, damn right. All humans make mistakes. But the other thing, you got another gifted. Wait a minute. I missed it. Looking at the other stuff. Let me go back. Where's the other gifted? This one? Beautiful one. Did you do 2 gifted membership? You better stop. Let me see. Yep. Beautiful one. They finna block your ass again. Beautiful one. I thank you, beautiful one. Lord have mercy. Beautiful one, you sit at 100 gift memberships every time I go live down there. I ain't gonna have nothing but members in my chat. Fuck around with beautiful one. Beautiful one gonna have all my subscribers as members in a minute. God dog. Thank you. Lord have mercy. Your whole chat about to be green. Yeah, thanks to beautiful one. Thank you again, beautiful one. Dang. I told you got to marry that woman. I'm trying to tell you, man, how your husband ain't trying to. Beautiful one must got a good right hook. Or her man must be a fighter too. Boy, look here. I'll be like, hey, look here. You ain't sending that nigga no more money. I don't give a fuck about no goddamn Kwame Brown. I don't give a shit about Kwame Brown. You can send that nigga nothing else. You hear me? Put my foot down. I don't give a fuck you made the money. God, tell me this our money now. Hey, Baker man, once we get married, oh shit. Beautiful one trying to show nigga, I do this. I do what I want to do. Pima, what is it? Pima Cotton? I don't know. I hope I'm saying that wrong. All right. I'm talking about wrong. Salute to you. Oh, Lord. Beautiful one. God damn. Kwame turned into Kwame Green. Man, just ask him, can I come over and take the trash out for y'all? Fuck it. He don't even got to take the trash out no more. I'm just going to, I owe you this. I'm coming over there to wash your cars and take your trash out every mother day. Yeah, on trash day, I'm washing. No. On trash day, I'm washing the car and cleaning out the trash can. Yeah. Once they dump the trash, we cleaning the trash can out. You know what I mean? That's what we're going to do for you as a thank you. Keep your trash can clean, keep your car washed. We got to do something. I feel like I got to do something. Y'all always thinking something nasty. I feel like I got to do something, though. I got to give her a thank you gift. Let's do what the white folks do. Give me a P.O. box or something. I could send you a thank you gift. You know what I'm saying? Send you a couple of Bust Life leggings and jeggings and shit. And things like that, man. We got to send you what is that? Edible arrangement, something. Don't get that nigga none. But let me play the video. Let me stop.
See the difference? And let's not forget, you told Fanny you would take the stand on me and Lucci in our case to get out of jail. Rollo responded and said, well, let's hear it out my friend's mouth. Did I tell on him, Ussy? I went federal. You went Fulton County. I never met Fanny in my life. Show your proof like I'm showing mines. And for your information, I was the only wigger screaming free Lucci. You snake-ass wigger is the real reason Atlanta is broken. You thought you were John Gotti. You were street punk. Let's not forget, Big Boo took care of your bump ass. Shout out to The Rock. Bud will come back and say, I tried to free my mans. You tried to fry yours. And Rollo responded and said, well, it don't look like you freed him to us, twin. Now, if you thought Thug saying he heard Roscoe shout out Lil Wayne bus was bad, Thug also told the police in the interrogation room not to tell the world he made promises And anything the police want to know, he would tell them, but don't tell the world. Check it out. Get in the comments and tell me what y'all think about this whole situation, man. Is Thug a snitch or not?
That man say, I will tell you whatever you need to know, but don't tell the world. Damn. Now that brings a new wrinkle to the situation. Are you supposed to get the detective's number and tell them you'll tell them everything they need to know, just don't tell on them? Are you supposed to do that? I don't know if you're supposed to do that now. I'm just saying. It seemed like the detective turned into his homeboy. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Just give you your number, and I'll tell you what you need to know. Just don't tell nobody. Oh, man. Boy, if I had this type of... If I know I said some shit like this before, when Gunner came out of jail, me and Gunner would have been best friends. I would have made sure I'd be that nigga friend because I don't want to make sure nobody don't get this audio about me. I bet you Gunner somewhere throwing a goddamn party. Gunner somewhere doing the Tootsie Roll. Salute to everyone in the chat and all those who are gifted. Please try to maintain them for great content and comedy. We get on the daily. Kwame Brown Entertainment is top notch. Salute to you, Lee. Appreciate it. Man, listen, I ain't calling nobody no snitch, so I don't know what he is. I'm asking the street cat, the real creek nigga. If I got any real creek niggas in the chat, where Memphis at? DJ Memphis. DJ Memphis done dip. DJ Memphis don't fuck with me no more. Is he locked up or is he just another chat? Where DJ Memphis at when you need him, man? Where the Skreek niggas at, man? We want to know. The real Skreek. Is this cool? Would you be hanging with a dude that's hanging with you and telling the police, I'll tell you whatever you need to know? Just let me know, guys. Real Skreek. What are you eating? None of your business. I ain't telling you. Can't do dirt around him. What you mean you can't do dirt around him? Hey, that's real Skreek. Hey, where DJ Memphis? He hasn't been in the chat. I hope all is well with bro. Oh, he ain't been in no chat? He talking about I ain't seen DJ Memphis in a minute. We ain't have firearm talks in a minute. Yeah, he might be in somebody else's chat though. I'm just saying. But he ain't do nothing wrong. Man, I give my number to police officers too. You know what I mean? My nephew got my number. Why you can't get a nephew your number? This is some law-abiding citizen type of shit. Oh, but he a Skreek cat. I'm just saying, it ain't got nothing to do with me. I don't give a crap. I just don't want kids to fall up in this type of situation because the guys that they look up to and admire, they are, to me, bending the rules that they set themselves. So with that being said, we have a veteran in the game of this Skreek nigga. You know what I'm saying? We got a Skreek cat in WAC 100 who said he's gonna set some new rules for the Skreeks. So there's new rules in the Skreek now. You don't have to be bound by this stuff that's going on no more because of WAC 100. WAC 100 said that he did 1 through 10, the new policy for Skreek niggas. So he said he want to save the kids. So let's see the 10 Skreek new niggas. He said this is the New Testament. This is the New Testament for the Skreek. Let me go back. We got to go back to the New Testament of the Skreek. Let me make sure I'm at the right spot.
what's going on and what's being said as far as what they feel the new rules need to be. So I'm like, kind of like Old Testament of the Bible and the New Testament of the Bible. Hey, it makes sense to me. Now listen, me and my main man Ghost, he one of the exposers. He came up with 5, I came up with 5. Ghost is from the streets, but you know, he ain't no gang member, he ain't nothing like that, but he understands the concept. So he let me approve everything. I might have did 5 or 6. It's something we body, right? You know, I always like to give credit to my people. I ain't one of them type of dudes. But nevertheless, I went and I really thought about it like, okay, what's going on today and what are you continuing to hear? Because you can keep trying to force something on somebody, but hey, bro, if they ain't going for it, they ain't receiving it, they ain't receiving it. You can keep on.
G Money Grip said 20 said the streets expiration date has come and gone. It seems like it's a purge on black rappers, a purge on black rappers. Salute KB in the chat. Back in the cloud. And you know what's crazy, G Money Grip? They can never be purged. The type of money that they make so quickly, man, a dude could be a one-hit wonder and go buy up his neighborhood and never have to rap again. Just off one hit, if he owned everything about it and go on tour with the shit. Niggas can get into real estate, anything they want to do with that residual income, franchising, but they get into gangbanging and paying for friends to hang around them with guns and paying lawyer fees and stupid shit. All you gotta do is make your money, stay out the way, and go get you some property. I'm just saying.
Don't keep on trying to tell somebody if they not receiving it, they're not receiving it. So we're gonna get right to it. Again, we see the Young Thug stuff going on, we seen the gun stuff going on, people in the gun stuff saying all, but it wasn't used in court, but yet he gave a statement, you know, old school, Old Testament, that's telling. Thug, you know, it's all kind of stuff coming out. Every day I look up, there's some new stuff coming out. You got Pee Wee, Roscoe, or whatever his name is. He's saying he cool with it, so why y'all tripping? But then it's a 2-hour, you know, interrogation. And I think the part that killed him off was, you can have my phone number. Don't tell the world we talk, but I will talk to y'all again. You know, it was a lot of other things said. Academics touched on that. Academics touched on it, but Trap Lord Ross kicked this off. Like, we ran this on the 100 side about 18 months ago. My main man Ghost, one of my main exposers, brought about 18 months ago. And we listened to it, but the audio was a little, we heard what we heard. It kind of like went under the bridge. Trap Lord took it and did his commentating on it and woke it up. Act jumped on it. And his narrative is, if people like you, then you ain't that. And you know, he right. Now, I'm not going to say he ain't.
Al Act said, if people like you. I've been screaming, it's all about who we like for 4 years. And now that a bigger screamer said, if they like you, they'll kind of bend the rules for you. Street niggas say selective politicking, but it ain't just a street thing. This goes down to grade school. It's all about who we like. Most people don't have the ability to say, you know what, I fuck with you. You my homie, but nah, what you did was foul. I'm gonna call that out. I agree with them. That was whack. We don't do that. We'll stand with our homie that we know ain't right. We got a saying in our hood, I'll ride or die. Right or wrong, ride for my homie. Right or wrong, ride for my dog. That's why I stayed the hell away from a game. Right or wrong, I got to ride for you. So even if I don't believe you right, just because I know you, just because we friends, I got to ride for some bullshit. So nah, that seemed like that's too much control over my brain. Nigga, I want to be like, I don't agree with you, and then haul ass. Yeah, I don't want to be in no group to where it's all inclusive thoughts. I gotta just ride with whatever you say. That's turning me into a baby. And that's putting you with too much power over me. So no, I'm not the nigga that's gonna ride for my homie without no thought and without no motherfucking decision making of my own. I don't rock like that.
That but I know the dude. I got some respect for the dude, so I just won't disrespect his name. Now, Gunner, I'll call him a back. Thug, I'll tell you what he did in the interrogation room. It's against the rules. He shouldn't have did it. He said too much, did too much. There's no explanation for that. He's dead wrong. But I won't disrespect his name because, that's my partner, man. You know what I'm saying? That's my partner.
Now, Wack 100 said he won't disrespect him, but he's saying that he's wrong. So this is a street cat. I don't know if Wack, I'm not saying Wack speak for every street cat, but he's actually saying that Young Thug is wrong. But he's not going to disrespect him. Now, Wack normally disrespect anybody that he feels is that. But again, he's going to admit that it's all about who he likes. So, he's going to handle Thug a little bit different. He said, that's my partner. So I'm not going to say nothing crazy. But he's still admitting that he think he was wrong.
And I ain't going to even sit here and lie. Am I selective politics? A little bit. I'm not telling you, no, that ain't what it is. But I'm not going to disrespect my man's name. I hope Thug would understand that. So, today.
Wow. Thug must be a dangerous mother trucker boy for Wack 100 to bow down like this. Because Wack, if he feel like you are that RAT word, he usually go the fuck off. Unless y'all doing business together. He don't care about that. But if you a street cat, he usually go off. Makes sense now. He said, makes sense now, Kwame. The fish don't like you. Hey, Will. You say it makes sense that the fish don't like me, huh? That what you say, Will? Hold on. Let me see what you got to say about this, though. I ain't the one out there on the damn dock taking somebody goddamn fish and out there yelling and got that woman looking like she crying and shit. See, if I was a certain particular basketball player, I'll put you on Instagram, I'll lie and say you hit this lady and stole her fish, all kind of shit. I could have the world hating you right now, Will. Because that's what them other niggas do with their platform. But salute to you, Will. No, he did not take this woman's fish. It just looked like it, and it's funny to say. But yeah, Will. Because I ain't never seen you catch a fish this big. Everything I see you cook was tadpoles. So yeah, I could lie on you easy, Will. So you better leave me alone, boy.
We coming up with the New Testament. What we feel the new rules of the street should be. And I expect all of y'all to make this go viral, right? Because, we going to go from 1 to 10 with a bonus 1. That last one, a lot of y'all probably ain't going to like. But some of y'all old school dudes ain't going to like. Let's start with number 1. New Testament rules of the street, number 1. You can snitch on somebody who snitched on you first. Hey, that's the first new rule.
Hold on, wait a minute. He said you can snitch on somebody that snitch on you first. What? Hey, nigga, I can see them niggas argue about that. Yeah, I snitched on you, but nigga, you snitched on me first, nigga. I don't want to hear none of that, nigga. You snitched on me first, nigga. He the first snitch. I'm the second snitch.
It's being proposed for the New Testament of the streets. Rule number 1, you can snitch on somebody who snitched on you first. That means if y'all get busted, dude come back there and say, hey man, your man just gave you what? Play the recording? Yeah, man, the guns under the seat was yours. That was all his. You can say, what? Matter of fact, not only did he make my guns, he got a stash spot up under the air conditioning unit. Listen, man, we just going off of what we see the youngsters gravitating to. This is from me.
He said, excuse me, he said he making these rules up because this is what the young cats gravitate to. This is how they act. They say things like this. So he said him and his homeboy, once he realized this is what the young cats say, this is what they're gonna go off of. That these young cats is gonna straight up tell.
but it's what I'm seeing the youngsters doing because I'm tired of arguing with y'all. So rule number one of the New Testament of the streets, you can snitch on somebody who snitched on you first. Number two, now I like this one. After 10 years, however it falls, with no incident, one can cross back over to being a civilian with no expectation of the streets or it's set. Can't call him about nothing. He all the way back civilian mode. So if y'all want to go over there playing with him, he can treat you like a civilian. 911 operator, yes. Some dudes are at my door. Do you know who they are? I definitely know who they are. They're from my old day. You know they can do all that talk. Again, this is the mentality that I think best fits the new generation. Number three, a man has 72 hours to take his case. If his action led to another man being arrested, if you left something in another man's car, home, without telling them, or that man out telling them, or that man can speak his truth. That means you didn't use my car, you brought it back to me. I jumped into it, hit some corners, police pulled me over, buying something that ain't mine, that's yours. Hey, homie, what's up with it? Yeah, I'm.
He said that man can speak his truth. I only know the truth. I don't know her and his truth, but it is funny how you put it because I know he don't agree with his and her truth. But that shit is hilarious. This is funny. I ain't gonna lie. AKB Will Allen haven't been right ever since you cooked that fish better than him on camera. Back to the clouds. I'm on mute. God, dog, Will. I know Will want to block him. I know Will want to block him. Let me take this down because we don't want Will to goddamn go crazy. But hey, man, he said that the young cats get to tell their truth now. They ain't got to tell their truth. Tell their truth.
I pulled over. They found something in my whip, something that I know ain't mine. Now, within that 72 hours, I said 72 hours because maybe you got to get your bail money, go bust a couple moves, do a few things, get your women. If you got more than one, get them, what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Sell cars, something, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And then go up there and claim your stuff. If not, that man can speak his truth. Hey, man, DA, I want to talk to you. I mean, listen, man, again, this ain't how I feel it should go. These are the new rules that I feel best fits the new generation, the New Testament of the streets. Number 4, if a man takes a charge for another man and they agree that the bond and the lawyer fees is supposed to be taken care of, and you breach that agreement, the man who took the charge can then cooperate against you. This is the new rule of the streets.
Shit, niggas been doing that anyway. But he's just making it a rule. Niggas been doing that anyway. You better not let a nigga go to jail that you say you go help, which you can't help anyway, because as soon as you help somebody that do a crime that's too big, if it involves an M, unaliving, you better not send no money. And if they find out you did, that whole Yo Gotti situation, well, I ain't gonna say Yo Gotti because he hadn't been proven to even been around Yo Gotti. So that Govan situation was the weirdest situation I ever seen. For somebody to have that high powered of an attorney, and he did it pro bono because somehow he just came across Govan paperwork, a poor guy from the hood that just so happened to be the alleged mastermind of Young Dolph, a guy who was helping his community. And I don't want to be a conspiracy theorist because Young Dolph did write music that was seemingly beefing with them, but it just seemed like they always got to make sure they go the extra mile with the guy who helping the community. You seem like they always got to take him out because we all talk shit. The guy who talk shit that ain't doing nothing for nobody, they seem to leave him alone. He right with us, but the guy who talking trash and he helping the community, they seem like they got to go at him full bore. That's the who rule, the Kevlo rule. This nigga here crazy. Man, Kev been coming in my chat every day, boy. He must be missing them numbers. He been coming in my chat every day since he went gospel and behind the scenes trying to hit the link, trying to get back on the Bus Life train. But hey, you an outlaw, brother. You don't need nobody.
Man, take a charge for you. You get what I'm saying? Yo, man, take that, homie. I got you, homie. I'm gonna make sure your kids, everybody straight, your bills, attorney, all that. I'm gonna bail you out. You're gonna fight it from the street, my word. And you take that. And that man breaches that agreement. Then that man that took that, he can go speak his truth. However he feel he want to speak his truth. Okay? For those of y'all just pulling up, we are reading the new rules, the New Testament of the streets. We got the Old Testament. We already know what the Old Testament is. You know, if I got to go to the Old Testament when it comes to telling this, you cannot, under any circumstances, give information to law enforcement that involves any other name outside of yourself. You cannot. It don't matter how it go. Nigga, throw something by you, see them throw it, you can't say that. You got to beat it, fingerprint it. I don't know what you got to do. But these days, things is a little different. Gunner told he didn't tell. Thug told he didn't tell. Boston Richie told he didn't tell. This dude told he ain't told. OG, gangster from Santana down there, he told he didn't tell. Oh, it was this, or it was that. Oh, yeah, we see he signed the cooperation agreement declaration. So listen, but them dudes fall up under the Old Testament. I fall up under the Old Testament. This here, what I'm reading, is the New Testament of the streets. We on number 4. And for those that just joining us, y'all can go on back, review this, or I might go on through. We going to number 5. Okay, let's go to number 5. Number 5, the leader or boss can have a paid fall guy that's agreed upon to snitch on to free himself. Y'all get what that means, right? That means, let's say you got a shot caller, OG baller, big ball on the block, the rapper, whatever. And hey, homie, I'm going to pay you every month. $2,500, $5,000 a month. I'm balling. I'm gonna pay you every month, homie. But if I ever get in some trouble, they ever run up in my spot, find something, I'm gonna tell them it's yours. You get what I'm saying? You know, and this is agreed upon. Listen, this is the New Testament, the new rules.
He said, what? He said you could pay a dude $5,000 a month, and if somebody run up in the spot, well, would that be snitching if somebody agreed to that? Who the fuck would agree to that? That I could do 20 years or 15 years, no matter when, for $5,000 a month? Why wouldn't I just go get me a goddamn job? $5,000 a month is worth my freedom. Jesus H. Christ. $5,000 a month. Because they a lot of the rappers are making up new rules. They said that they can pay for a dude to take their charge. I've been hearing a lot of this. I paid a guy to take my charge. And you got to be a desperate dude that you sign up to go to prison for a little bit of money. That boy, you got to be something special. Cause ain't no way, player.
The street. We're going to get this out here because this is what's going on. People are being confused about what snitching is and what snitching ain't. So what we going to do, we're going to keep the OGs under the Old Testament and this new and improved thing we got going on out here, y'all under the New Testament. That's number 5. Number 6, if you pillow talk with your woman or family and it leads to an arrest of an individual and the information originated from you, you get the snitch jacket. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Just if your wife name is Jacqueline Hernandez, and the paperwork say Jacqueline Hernandez gave us this information, and you know god dang well Jacqueline didn't know nothing about that move because it was 2 o'clock in the morning. It wasn't nobody but you and Jacqueline's husband. And they didn't came and got you, and the witness is Jacqueline Hernandez. You know Jacqueline's husband, pillow talk. Therefore, although the paperwork may say Jacqueline Hernandez, Jacqueline husband, your homie, you get the snitch jacket. Yeah, that's going to you too. Yeah, this is the New Testament of the streets. Number 7. If your spouse, husband or wife, boyfriend or girlfriend, or non-street individual calls the police, you can deal with it as a civilian and give statements to defend yourself. Hey, look, man, we see a lot of, dude didn't gang bang. That was this. Yo, he gave a statement on his wife. Wife didn't bust him in the mouth. He didn't did something. She didn't got up there and said, okay, I'm telling him, you got guns in the house. Police get there and say, well, she's a heroin addict. She's on crystal meth. She got crystal in the top drawer, in her panty drawer. You know it's hers. Hey, listen, if it's a marital spousal abuse or you get into it with your neighbor, regular dude, hey, listen, man, you can handle that as if you are a civilian. Straight up, give your statements, man. Okay, that's rule number 7 of the New
So rule number 7 is just give your statements. Rule number 7 is give whatever statement you need to give. Do what you need to do. If a neighbor, boy, that's a hell of a rule. I thought the street niggas supposed to do street shit. They supposed to just slap somebody or something, pull the stick out. But now street niggas can do what civilians can do. The street niggas can now say, hell to the no, we not street no more. We not going to jail. I don't know how these laws are going to hold up because everybody must agree. And I don't think everybody going to agree with these laws.
New Testament of the streets. Okay. 8. I like this one. Now I like this one. My main man Ghost come up with this one. Shout out to Ghost from the Exposers. If you vouch for a civilian or non-street person to be part of your gang or street crew, and that person snitch, you and all the people that allowed it also gets the snitch jacket. Oh yeah. Let me tell you what this is talking about. See, the reason why I like this, because this about to save a lot of them kids out there. A lot of them kids out there that's getting pressured and forced into gangs because people want them to hold things and do things and force them to do things. Let me go over this one again. This is New Testament of the street, rule number 8. If you vouch for a civilian or a non-street person to be part of your gang or street crew, and that person snitches, you and all of the people that allowed this to happen, allowed this dude to get jumped in, part and agreed upon, y'all get his snitch jacket. Oh yeah, because see what happens is y'all go force these dudes. I know these dudes ain't built like that, cut like that. Then you beat up on them. Then you tell them go put some work in or go rob this, and they scared to get beat up on. They go do it, get caught, and then they tail. And then next thing you know, baby Pee Wee Herman told, right? I ain't using that name because my nigga Pee Wee from 40s, that's too close. Baby Cricket told. Now he in the county get beat up on, stabbed up, all this when you know God dang well. Dude never wanted to be part of your gang. He just got tired of getting beat up walking up and down the street. So this one right here is a good one. That's New Testament number 8. Number 9. If your celebrity character is what makes you a street ninja, you have immunity to the rules. Any snitching done prior to your fame.
So celebrities get the benefit over civilians or regular, quote unquote, regular people again. If your celebrity status is the reason for you being a street cat, do you have immunity? That's what's going on now. Hey, I can bet you Wack and his homeboy was dying laughing right now on these rules. They probably was so well laughing like a motherfucker, going over different cases of what people done said and been through when they got caught. And boy, they was probably dying laughing right now. So now there's more snitches than ever before. Yeah, salute to you. Boy, I guarantee you him and his homeboy was dying laughing writing this shit down.
If your celebrity character is what makes you a street ninja, you have immunity to the rules. Any snitching done prior to your fame is forgiven. See, that's like 6ix9ine. I came up with that one. I mean, shit. I got to give y'all a reason to be a little upset with me. I came up with that one. I'm not putting that one on go. Let me read that rule. New Testament, rules of the streets. But snitching, number 9. If your celebrity status, character is what makes you a street ninja, you have immunity to the rules. Any snitching done prior to your fame is forgiven. And while you the big old celebrity, because you in the booth faking, yeah, I killed the real, pat that steel, you know you's a buster, right? See, that's the problem. The people is taking these people serious. Y'all really hearing what they saying, right? Yeah, your fame is forgiven. And while you the big old celebrity, because you in the booth faking, yeah, I killed the real, pat that steel, you know you's a buster.
Hey man, hey listen, I wish I could have been a fly on the wall when they came up with these rules, man. I'd have been in that motherfucker crying, laughing. They told me, yeah, I'm back to skill. I killed the real. You know he a buster. Oh man, this is hilarious. I ain't gonna lie.
Character is what makes you a street ninja. You have immunity to the rules. Any snitching done prior to your fame is forgiven. And while you the big old celebrity, because you in the booth faking. Yeah, I killed the real. Pat that steel. You know he's a buster, right? See, that's the problem. The people is taking these people serious. Y'all really hearing what they saying because they saying these things, they watching these movies, or they heard a story in the garage from their relative or something, and they go to the booth and they turn into these people. These are called alter egos.
Yeah, you know, it is alter ego, but some of them people actually getting on them beans and all that other drugs, and they actually doing what they saying in their raps. They actually spinning the block and doing what they saying in their raps, and that's what's crazy. Excuse me. Hold on, let me wake all the way up. Ooh. I woke up at 2:00. But yeah, that's what's crazy about the situation. Salute KB in the chat. The problem is they got internet niggas making video rules for others. And Whack, I heard the laws himself. The streets are done. Get a job. Damn. Yeah, you better get a job. Salute to you, Russell.
Really civilians. Real street dudes from the Old Testament can identify these type of people. Okay, that's number 9. Okay, we going to 10. Boy, my bone down. This 10. This is Ghost. If you are conducting legitimate business with the person or persons, and that person or persons involves you in street activity, you have the right to cooperate in any way you see fit. Now, Ghost, you went in your bag on this one, Ghost. You went in your bag on this one. I know a few of y'all just pulling up. We got 1,200 people up in here, 1,144 to be exact, right? So I do need some of y'all to hit that subscribe button. I should gain at least 300-400 off this one, okay? I know I've been gone, but give me a reason to come back. I wanted to see if the internet, with the gutter of the YouTube streets, was going to die without me dying. So this going to give them a whole bunch of things to react. They're going to call me all kind of things, but it's all right. I am a prophet. Yeah, I've been sent.
I ain't gonna call you nothing. I think this is hilarious. I wish I was there when they were writing the rules just to smoke one and laugh. I'd have been like, damn, because I can kind of see how he playing on Plant City, Florida. I don't know nobody from Plant City, Florida. Who the hell is Plant City, Florida? Yeah, I don't know nobody from Plant City, Florida. Every rule includes snitching. Hey, this nigga here crazy. Hey, salute to you, man. That nigga said Carlise Wade. That nigga said every rule includes snitching. That's what make it even funnier, because it ain't no rules. That's basically, it ain't no more rules. That's what they trying to tell you. It ain't no more rules to the street, so it's basically over. From rule 1 through whatever, you could tell on somebody. So it ain't no more rule.
To speak because people listen to me when I preach, okay? Now, that's number 10. If you are conducting legitimate business with the person.
So Plant City is Polk County. Did Grady Judd call me to give me one of them chains? Let's see. No, did they leave me a message? Yep. Sebastian with Car Hero. Oh, nigga, you should have been calling me back.
Good afternoon. This is Sebastian with Car Heroes. Give me a call in regards to the 21 Ram 2500 you inquired on.
No, I ain't crying on no Ram no more. Yeah, I got some trucks that I'm trying to buy for some reason. I'm trying to buy these trucks. Hold on, who is this? Oh shit. Hey man, what in the world is going on between? God, dog, man. What in the hell is wrong with this boy? Hey man, what the hell is wrong with this boy, man? Hey, Cino funny as shit. Cino got this boy on that fish hook. Hey, Cino know how to fish. Look, this Cino and Gil Tech, Gil can't stop texting this man. Hold on, let me get it. Is it blurry? Because I got to blur the background on. He can't stop texting. It's just day after day. He can't stop. Won't stop. Rockefeller Records. All day he texts Cino, man. God, dog. Hold on, let me take it off, blur the background real quick, because I don't think y'all can see this shit. All right. Man, this is fucking nuts. Hey, man, stop. Hey, man, hold on, let me go to it. Look at this shit. Look at all these text messages day after day. All these goddamn text messages day after day. Man, how you running a show and you got all this stuff going on? You keep texting this man all day. All day. This nigga don't got no life. This shit's still going, man. This nigga don't got no life, man. This the new shit for the day. This nigga don't got no life. I'm convinced. This nigga don't got no life. It's too much going on in the world for you to be doing all that. From Gil to Cino, yeah. That shit is crazy, man. Showing us the deals, the money that he make. It's like... Hey, one of the text messages say, oh, he said, I'm glad you convinced Kwame not to work with me. Now that's 100% mine. And then he deleted the text. Man, this boy here crazy, man. Man, I just be looking at it laughing. I'm like, this is a lonely, miserable nigga here, boy. This was just the other day. He said, why you always, Cino told him, why you always putting up posts and deleting it? He said, what I said was, thank you for convincing Kwame not to partner with me. 100% is a lot better than 50. Why you delete it? Didn't want to brag. Coward and liar. Hey, Cino be killing this boy, man. Coward and liar. Hey, Cino told that nigga, good luck being Skip House, nigga. This Gil, they setting up something. He told him, he said, good luck being Skip House, nigga. He said, no problem. Hey, so Gil, the big El Sachi, he told him, don't, he said, good luck being Skip House, Negro. No problem. Hey, man, I don't understand this cat. Don't have no life, but somebody go help the brother.
Personal persons, and that personal persons involves you in street activity. You have the right to cooperate in any way you see fit. So that means, you know, if you got a warehouse and this is your legitimate warehouse and you fix motorcycles in this warehouse, I don't know why I use motorcycles, but for some reason, the spirit told me to go to motorcycles. And one of your workers, you know, he got 2-3 straps and, you know, ounce of weed and 9 ounces of dope in a bag hidden in the locker somewhere in the back. And for some reason, something happened. The police come through and they say, well, could we search, man? They say you got some stolen motorcycles. And you know you ain't got no stolen motorcycles. This is legal business. Yeah, you can search, bro. I go on the paperwork to all my customers and they find this work and these guns and this work, this yayo, as we call it, as this Old Testament. They find this yayo. You got the right to say, oh no, that's Jerry. That's Jerry Bag and Jerry Locker. I don't know nothing about that. You brought some street stuff to my legal business. That's what that rule is saying. Now that's my brother Ghost came up with that one. The bonus rule, I came up with this one. We can call it Rule 11. And you know, to all my good people, y'all can go follow me _ the 100 show. You know, and DM me. Go to the post that I got up about this, and you know, give me some more rules that y'all see fit. I go through them because I'm the rule maker with this. I'm writing the New Testament. Yeah, it took a dude from the Old Testament to write the New Testament. And I think I'm the best because I'm like third generation. Because a lot of them first and second generation. Shout out to my OGs and my generals. Y'all know who y'all are. Because I call and check on y'all. I salute y'all like I always have. But some of these old dudes that went bad 20, 30 years ago, we can't let them get involved in none of this. 9/11 is going to affect a lot of you OG dudes. I'm going to catch some flack about this, but I think y'all going to agree. If you are found to be gay or down low, admittingly or exposed, you are deemed to be a civilian. All rank you have is to be stripped, and you are awarded your rainbow. Goddamn right. You're awarded your rainbow. That's it. And that's giving or receiving. You understand what I'm saying? Same sex, or other things that some of y'all get Captain Tazari out. I'm gonna leave that. You can take that and build off of that, I'm sure. Okay, let me read that again. The bonus rule of the New Testament of the streets. Number 11. If you're found to be gay or down low admittingly or exposed, you are deemed to be a civilian, all rank stripped, and you are awarded your rainbow. Now, first name came to my mind was Benzino. I don't know why. I don't even know a Benzino from a gang or a set, but he claimed me from the streets. But Benzino is like a guy that would be guilty of that. You know what I'm saying? He's from the Old Testament, but boom, you've been exposed. Boom, you've been exposed. Shout out to my brother Ion, who's openly queer, and he played a part in exposing Benzino. Shout out to my homegirl who came with the content of the Purple Get Out and all the other type of thing. But and on top of that, he violated his own relative from Boston. I forget the brother's name, but I got all the content. I'm pretty sure y'all see that. So what we gonna do? Because a few of y'all just got up in here. We 1,500 deep. Give me a subscribe. Hit that thumbs up button. When we get off here, y'all go follow the _Honey Show on Instagram. And follow the Queen R_ANN_B R&B. Always whatever you do for me, you do double for her. So we gonna go back up and we gonna go over this 1 through 11. Here we go. These are the new, like the Bible got the Old Testament. Now we got a New Testament.
No, y'all go back over the rules on y'all own. I brought the rules to y'all through WAC 100. If you want to know the rules, you got to go back to that original content from, oh shit, I didn't even say who it was from. Hold on. Let me give him his credit on where the video is from. That video was from Raw Give TV. Yeah, that was Raw Give TV. So that's the original credit. There's new rules out here. There's new rules to the streets based on what these guys are able to do. But we got to go to this video. Al Sharpton is mad as I don't know what, that Trump is pretty much saving, well, this brother put in the title saving Black America, but helping liberal cities. And they're making this a racial thing. This is John, Manchuwaku. I don't know how to say that, brother. Don't get mad at me. Manchuwaku. This is John, everybody. John. I don't know how to say that last name. I'm sorry. But Al Sharpton is upset making this he's talking about we black out here because I've been saying this the whole time. Oh yeah, you know what, it's time for me to smell good. Yeah, I got the little skinny version of the YSL, the travel size version of the YSL. You get this travel size version when you pay a little extra money and buy that one with the travel size. Yeah, let me put a little bit on my wrist too. In case when I give them a hug, give somebody a hug, come here. I can smell good. Because, when I am funky, I'm funky. When I'm working out, and I'm working. But when I'm not, I'm smelling good. So Al Sharpton is upset that it looks like Trump is attacking liberal cities and black mayors and black, a lot of people with black folks in charge of the city. But unfortunately for Al Sharpton, nobody want to hear this racial talk. We don't give a damn if it's the white man who's stopping black people from getting killed. Al Sharpton, what done happened to you? Ever since you done been on that Ozempic, allegedly, whatever you own, maybe it's a strict diet that let your head stay swollen like that with your body shrunk. and you used to be a fat dude, it's cool. But Al, how is it that you're so concerned with the feelings of people opposed to the life and the livelihood of people? In DC, it was going on 12 days with no homicides. And so that's amazing. Us black folks have been in America. We're 13% of the population, and people that's doing numbers see that. And some people say the numbers are off. Yeah, I claim everybody on Ozempic, Tracy. So my bad. You know, I don't know. I'm just saying it. I'm slow. But AJ Dunn, Al Sharpton is a straight up joke because he's a poverty pimp. Absolutely he is, in my opinion, too. But I believe this man has made a lot of money off the pain and suffering of black folks. So you put this man out of job for whatever life he has left. You put him without a job if there's no need for this type of rhetoric. This is a dinosaur when it comes to social justice and all that stuff. He believes in shouting and yelling and getting people's money. And I don't think anybody is all bad, but if they're just calling out the stats of each city, where if you look at Chicago, Baltimore, New York, Memphis, St. Louis, Mississippi, Alabama, you look at some of these cities with a high concentration of black folks and black leadership. I've been saying liberal cities are the most dangerous cities for black males. If you look up the statistics, it's folks bragging on the internet that we the murder capital of the world. And I don't think that should be a good thing. That's not a brag. How can you, people are starting to hear the sickness. You say Black Lives Matter on one end, and then you brag about being the murder capital of the world on the next end. How does that make any absolute sense? It doesn't. But I won't let them get away with just calling black folks the crazy ones, when, as you can see, this white kid, 23-year-old man, shot through the church at children. So every race has its setbacks. It's not just about the black race. Every race has their issue. But Al Sharpton is just not willing to accept and take accountability for ours. And so he's making it like, oh, they're only doing this because these people are black. I don't think they have nothing to do with it. And the residents in DC, they don't give a damn that Trump is white. They're happy that they can go and not get mugged down at the train station. At Union Station, they happy that there's no homeless people laying out there ready to bust them over top of the head. Everybody's out the way. So shout out to this brother for this video, Brother John. And let's play this video up under fair use.
It's clear, particularly when the data shows that crime is down in these cities.
They want to. Hey, look, I know people personally in some of those cities, and they say they call the police and the police don't even show up. So how can your statistics be correct when the police don't even show up? You calling, waiting on the ambulance for an hour and a half because the resources are so dwindled down in these sanctuary cities. Now they want to do with the crime stats is what they did in the school system with the No Child Left Behind. They hide the BS and they do all this crap. Yeah, there's a Nazi sign doing in my damn chair. We don't do that over here, Pete. We're not going to disrespect people like that. See, this is what I mean with the whole the click farming and the, what is this? Invalid traffic. I'm going to have to talk to YouTube today with this invalid traffic. I think that's on my channel. But let's keep going.
This has nothing to do with ethnicity or race. This has something to do with the fact that crime is high in these cities, and you should be concerned about that, Al.
Well, let him tell it the crime ain't high, brother. He going off of the statistics that the people of the cities that easily can control. They full of shite is what they are.
I'm talking about how I've condemned a lot of what was going on in Chicago back in the day and other points. It's not about crime. But when you have this consistent pattern that you're only going after black males, now you're going to fight Westmore. I mean, the pattern here is clear, particularly when the data shows that crime is down in these cities. And you should be saying, why can't I work with the mayors? The wise political strategy is to start picking off some of these mayors that can say, Trump's not that bad, we're working together. Right. He doesn't want that. And it's clear he's doing it at the expense of people.
He's doing it at the expense of people. He's not playing politics with you, so he's making the cities and the mayors of those cities look horrible. That's what he's doing. See, in politics, you can't make somebody look bad. And if a president take over and they can do something in 12 days that no other mayor has been able to do, then that says a lot. And so I suggest, Al, you tell other black mayors in other cities that, hey, it's time to clean up your act. It's time to actually crack down on crime, because it's going to be other cities that look stupid if Trump have to send the National Guard in. And you should be encouraging safety in the streets. But you know what, Al, you walk around with bodyguards and everything like that. So you don't care nothing about safety for the average everyday person. We know that.
Al Sharpton, Mr. Albert, listen, my friend, this is not about racial profiling. This is not about going after black mayors. This has nothing to do with ethnicity or race. This has something to do with the fact that crime is high in these cities, and you should be concerned about that, Al. You see, DC crime dropped since Trump's takeover. Let's take a look at these numbers. 12 straight days with no homicides. What does that mean? That, you know, families are intact. The streets are safe. No one has to lay to rest a son or a daughter, father or mother, aunt or uncle. Many of these caskets that they would have at some of these funerals because of the high crime in DC and in places like Baltimore and Chicago, some of these caskets are large and some are very small, because oftentimes children are caught in the line of fire. You know, to have 12 straight days of.
But see, that goes against Al Sharpton's agenda and objective. If he talk about 12 straight days of no violence and it messes up his grift, he has to go up there and talk about the color of the actual mayor. Even though he's old enough to have marched with Martin Luther King and all this other stuff, where Martin Luther King said he doesn't want to be judged by the context of his character, but the color of his, he don't want to be judged by the color of his skin, but the context of his character. And he wanted to be judged by character and his behavior and not the way he looks. Because back then, just to be black alone was a negative strike. So he wanted to take that out the equation. Stop looking at me as someone black and a color. Look at me as a person. Look at what I provide to the world. Look at what I do. Don't look at my skin color. Now Al he's going right back to skin color when that's not where we're supposed to be. Why are you worried about skin color when people are dying?
And grateful for President Trump sending help to DC. And these are black residents. You know, the people that Al Sharpton disregards. Yes, those people. These are black residents. Let's take a look at this.
Thank you, Trump. You can now come and check out the monuments, get something to eat, and check out the sites in Washington, D.C. and not get robbed, carjacked, or killed by somebody who looks like me. Wow.
Everybody tripping.
All right, now, old brother, now I know you probably right. You've been there. I'm not going to tell you your experiences in D.C., but if I'm Al Sharpton, you just a Trump boy. I got to say something negative and derogatory to you because it doesn't fit my narrative to listen to residents from the actual place that's saying you can move about the city and not get robbed. You're just a MAGA boy. That's what they're going to say to you. So let's keep going.
By somebody who looks like me. Wow.
Everybody tripping about Trump releasing the National Guard out there in D.C. Everybody tripping about Trump putting the military in them towns. Well, if you're not a criminal, if you're not out there in them streets doing anything you ain't got no business doing,
preach.
You don't have any.
You said DC is not dangerous. Okay.
Anything to worry about. If you are not the gunslinger,
all right.
If you're not the street runner,
the dope pusher,
if you're not the one that's out there being notorious in those streets,
come on, man.
If you're not the one putting tears in parents' eyes,
come on, brother,
for no reason,
for
things, for stuff, if you're not out there terrorizing people, just wreaking havoc on the streets, you don't have anything to worry about.
Come on.
If you're not the problem, don't make yourself the problem. When the military hit them streets and they start grabbing people by the neck,
okay, come on.
I'm gonna be right there on my porch.
That's right. Stay on the porch.
Nice margarita.
no
sitting there chilling.
That's right, chilling.
Singing. I told you so. I mother freaking told you so.
You gotta love it.
President Trump has federalized the police department in Washington, D.C., and people are upset. He's calling it Liberation Day for Washington, D.C., and I couldn't agree more. The crime in D.C. has ran rampant, and it's about time that people can now have faith and trust in law enforcement out there and be able to walk the streets and not get hit over the head or mugged. I mean, why would anybody be upset with that?
Why?
We just had a young member of Doge beat by a gang of young males. I mean, why would anybody have a problem with that? The left is calling him a dictator. They're calling him an authoritarian. A lot of names that they throw, a lot of word salads. Of course, they're calling for him to be impeached. But the people that support him is calling for more. This is what we voted for. And we're very happy that this man is making DC safe. He's making America safe. Look at the border. Have we had any other illegal border crossings since he took office? Nah. A big difference from what we've dealt with the last 4 years and who was responsible.
I don't know who needs to hear this.
So Al Sharpton, what about these black brothers? Do they matter? Now I'm not even finished showing you the numerous black voices that are speaking out about President Trump sending help to DC and how they have benefited from that. But Al Sharpton, what about them? Do these guys matter to you? Are they brown enough? Hey man, one of the guys blacker than you, Al Sharpton. Are they black enough to matter? Do you care about their well-being? Are they worth protecting? Or are they the wrong color? You know, you say that you are for the black community, but when we, boil down your efforts, it's all about the greenback dollars. It's all about those dead presidents for you. It's all about those Benjamins. What about these black men? All right, if you don't want to hear the black men.
Hey, what about them, brother? They don't care nothing about no black men. Salute to the real. My baby coming any day now. Members for 28 months. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, Cortez, drop in the chat where we can get the baby some gifts and things like that. Like wherever the registry is that we can go hit the link and get the baby some gifts and things like that. The baby shower information. We don't want to show up at the baby shower, but we can pay for, you know what I'm talking about. So let us know, dog, so we can be a blessing.
Al Sharpton, what about this black lady that we're getting ready to show in the same video? Take a look at this.
So President Trump has not even had control over Washington, D.C. for 30 days. And I have on my For You page video after video showing D.C., specifically Union Station, and how clean and safe it is. People don't understand how big of a deal it is, specifically for Union Station, because there is a bridge, whether it's the bypass, it's either 95, 395, or 495, where the homeless, as well as people who are abusing drugs, as well as the drug dealers, they just squat. It's clean. It's all gone. This was also an underpass bridge where people would throw their waste. So you would drive on the main road, and to the left and right of you is nothing but trash. It's all clean. People don't understand how big of a deal this is, because the Capitol is right there within like a 6 or 7 minute walk. And then also local residents They did not like walking there, whether in the daytime or the evening. Some people would take taxis just to avoid any type of encounters. And people have been talking about cleaning this up for a decade. And you mean to tell me President Trump hasn't even had control for 30 days and he cleaned it all up?
So there you have it, friends. Al Sharpton is once again.
What's going on, bro?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Oh shit, man. KB, it's been a while, man.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Last time I talked to you, I was in my mama's garage. Now I'm in my own shit, man.
This nigga say he was this. This boy is crazy, man. You know somebody gonna clip that up, right?
Hey, man, go ahead, man. That's the truth, man. The truth
Oh,
is
this got
the
to be
truth.
a fake Cortez, man. This ain't the real Cortez, is it?
No.
That's the real Cortez right here?
Oh no, I don't know.
Yeah, it's
Cortez.
me,
I
nigga.
think so.
Oh, I was about to say in the chat, you got a different look. Oh, I'm about to ban your ass. What's up with it?
Hey,
Congratulations, Cortez.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. Salute to the conversation. I ain't trying to take away from it, but yeah, slide me a wrench right quick, and I'll drop the link real quick. Appreciate it.
All right, hold on. You don't got no wrench over here? I must have took
man.
your wrench.
Nah, you don't trust me on the main channel. That's what it is. But
Nah, yeah, I forgot. You must have blocked like 30 months.
you never. Stop it.
Nah, that's shocking.
Right.
Let me see. I'm gonna do it now. But
Hey,
congratulations to you, man, for real.
Yep,
That's
for
a big
real,
step.
man. Is that your first kid, Cortez?
Yeah, man, baby girl, man. This shit coming so fast, dog.
Oh man. Like I
Oh yeah,
said,
you
man,
about to be in
congrats.
trouble. You having a girl too, nigga? It's over with.
You better get back in that gym.
For real. And work on your patience. Little girls are different, boy.
Oh man.
Little boy, you be like, man, you don't want to go as far as Rampage, but you be like, hey, little boy, don't make me have to hurt you.
Oh, come on.
You won't go as far as Rampage.
And I just want to say,
I'm going on mute.
thank you to everybody that has supported for my baby so far, and I'm not obligating nobody to do shit. I'm not looking at nobody crazy that don't help out. Like, just y'all words has been like so fucking gracious to me, and I appreciate all the love that I've been getting and she's been getting. So shout out to y'all, and like I'm not mad that nobody helps out with nothing. Like, so just thank y'all for supporting me in any way that y'all do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Like KB said, man, just patience, man. Patience, understanding. And try to, I don't know how your parents raised you, but try not to be so angry at your children. Try not to be so angry. Try to, because I have a son. So I just try to uplift him, even though he does wrong, I understand that he's a kid. You got to understand that they are a kid. They're going to make mistakes. And that's what life's about. Making mistakes and learning how to walk the right path, because there's a lot of bad influences out here, and then I don't know, like I said, I don't know your parent, their situation, but my parents, they didn't know how to parent. So it was a learning experience for all of us. So just, excuse me, like I said, patience, dedication, and love. And honesty.
Thank you.
Oh, don't be the hypocrite. Hey, boy, don't smoke. But what's up, man? What y'all got on the topic, man? What y'all think about DC? What y'all think about Trump sending National Guard to these cities? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know.
You can go ahead, Cortez.
Man,
Go ahead. Do yours first.
I kind of agree with it, you know what I'm saying? Because, the crime out there in plenty other cities, you know what I'm saying? It is rampant, you know what I'm saying? And like something got to give. Somebody got to do something to help these young people and the people that are older that are just trying to live their lives, you know what I'm saying? So like there ain't no like programs or nothing like that to be created to help people out type shit with that type of thing. So they're going for, nigga, we're gonna police this shit. We're gonna let y'all niggas be scared, go in the house, and we're gonna see what happens after that. If we gotta send them back, we're gonna send them back. But yeah, I'm not mad at it whatsoever, you know what I'm saying? I just wish that it didn't take the president to mandate these things for change to happen. You know what I'm saying? Because he's
Facts.
gonna see his way. You know what I'm saying? And do it how they see fit. And I just wish that we as a people could police ourselves to where it didn't even get to this point. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Salute to you, Fave Keeper. Fave Keeper says, salute Kwame in the chat. Keep spitting that fire. Go ahead, Carly. What's on you? Say that name again?
It's Calorie.
Calorie.
It's like,
Okay.
yeah, they're like Calorie. I'm reading, it says that DC was had a higher violent crime, murder, and robbery rate than all 50 states. So just the fact that, like they said, it was what, like 2 weeks and a half, 18 days, something like that, of no crime. Cortez hit it on the head. You know, it's good, but it's messed up that the president has to do that instead of people looking at their community and saying, this ain't right. You know, we need to stop protecting murderers, robbers, and killers, and we need to start protecting the children and the civilians that provide for this community. Because at the end of the day, where you live, your tax dollars provide for your community. So all of the tore up buildings, all of that damage that goes in your community, the money that you're paying in taxes is going towards that. So you should have some type of pride about your community. But, you know, it's good, but, you know, it's sad that it takes the president and a white man at that to fix black communities. But, you know,
I think that's what people hung up on, because it's the white man again, you know, saving the black folks when we should be saving ourselves. I like it because I like my gangsters to move in silence. There's going to always be gangsters. There's going to always be an underworld. There's going to always be people that live outside the law. But never has we seen such brazen attitudes where openly, I'll come switch cheese your house on the internet and everywhere. As soon as you make somebody upset in this development of this YN, of this out of control little kid that feels like they can do anything to anybody at any given time and we should be scared. And it's like, no, go back to being, if you're going to be a criminal, you're supposed to be quiet with it. You're supposed to let the police do their job. You're supposed to let them catch you. And now they're on the internet. They're open with it. There's no passes given. They're doing crimes in front of children and civilians. And that's not how that's supposed to go. So if you're going to be in the criminal world, you got to have respect for civilians instead of the disrespect that I see, which, like you said, taxpayers are paying to be in these places. Stores are coming in paying a lot of money to be in these spots, to be overrun by people, majority of them that are paying nothing in taxes, that are not adding no value to the city. And these are the people that's going to take over the city. They got another thing for you. And what's happening is when they stop feeling sorry for the people that's in these communities, then they're going to think about it from a policing standpoint and not of let's provide opportunity standpoint. You don't want these white folks to go back to how Joe Biden was talking. Let's enforce the law. And these kids are super predators in the things that they said for the 96 crime bill. Because remember, there was a lot of black folks in the Black Caucus and everybody agreed with that crime bill because crime got out of control. So if we don't clean up our acts, there will be no more programs to try to help out with young boys and young girls to be productive citizens. They're just going to go back to start locking you up. And in some neighborhoods, there's very good reason why these kids are acting like this.
But now, Kwame, what you see from these children, I'm not saying that they super predator, but this is super predator like, where you got kids pulling out ARs from their pants. It just does, that don't seem like, when I was a child, I mean, I'm only 27, about to be 28, but when I was a kid, we had community centers. You know, me and my brother and my sister, we was at the park every day at the community center. And whether it was a fight there or somebody had a disagreement the next day, that was over. It was done. It was back to having fun, back to playing basketball, back to coloring or doing this and that. Now it seems like getting your get back is the main purpose of the new generation. That's the main purpose. Like, oh yeah, he got me, but I'm finna show you how I'm gonna do him just in case somebody else play with me. And then it ends up ruining not only the person who got hurt, but it ruins your life too, because now either you now have to face prison time or something is taken away from you. If you are violent, something's taken away from you. It's harder for you to acquire something. It's harder for you to be in a certain room because you're not trusted. And it's just like, it's sad, but from what I see, it almost looks like super predators, because it just don't make no sense. I don't get it. I don't get it.
I don't get it either, but I do know that I can't wait till it goes back to normalcy, where kids, like you said, can go to a community center, can go have something. Because right now, you can build a park, you can build a community center, but parents are going to be afraid to send their kids to the park. I know my daughter better not send my daughter to the park without her, and especially in the neighborhood they live in, they can go to the park. But for some people that don't live in a certain neighborhood, I wouldn't suggest you go to the park.
And what's crazy, as a kid, I was in the hood and I didn't know it, because it wasn't like, it was the hood, but back then, like I said, like the gangsters had respect, so they wasn't gonna bring the stuff around schools. But
that's what happened.
That we had our community center at.
Mm-hmm.
I think like that same park, maybe like 7 years later, my uncle got killed.
There's shit going on. I know Cortez just dropped off.
Same park. Yeah, I'm getting the calls. I'm getting the call, but that same park, my uncle got killed at that park. That very same park that me and my brother and sister ran and played every day. He got killed, shot and killed from gang violence. And he was an OG. He wasn't even active. He was more of like a father and trying to be like inspirational to the youth. Like, I remember nothing but good things from my uncle. You know, it wasn't like he was propagating that gangsterism to us as children. He was more like letting us be us, like embracing us.
Mm-hmm.
And at the very same park, he got killed. Now to this day, don't nobody go to that park. Nobody, you don't see kids at that park. Community center shut down. It's just,
that's crazy. She said, I'm gonna go ahead and throw this out there. We are working on a crime bill right now. I don't know if JJ telling the truth, but that's crazy.
But all right, KB, appreciate you. Let me call this. My
right,
girl was
bro.
calling me. She mad, so
Yes,
I gotta
sir.
deal with this now. All right, man. Be safe.
All right. Seems every generation got out a gangster the next. Got to out gangster the next. Yeah. I don't know. The 80s was stupid. I'm gonna drop down so I can put the link in the chat. Okay, bet. That's the link. How the hell am I gonna hit the link? I'll tell you what. I know how to find out how to donate to you. How's that? Pretty mature for a 27-year-old guy giving us hope. Yeah, everybody ain't the same, man. But let's finish this up real quick, and then I'll drop down. You said pin it. You pinned it. All right.
A liar who seeks to hoodwink useful idiots. Now, sadly, he capitalizes on the fact.
Hey, we gonna drop. Y'all go there and watch the rest of this video. This is John. I can't say his last name. Aku something. Man Chaku. You gotta watch it yourself. I don't want to butcher the man's last name. But yeah, I'm about to get off live. He said, "Laugh out loud. You're still live." It's called YouTube. I can be live all day. I don't understand why people say that. I need to start calling up people job like, yo, you still at work? It's only 12 motherfucking 54 on Fridays. I don't understand why people say that shit. I can chop it up and make videos all day, but I got an editor to do that. And then if I want to make videos later on, I can do that. So yeah, man, chill out, man. Chill the fuck out, brother. It's early. But y'all have a blessed day, man. Shout out to everybody that super chatted and or gave a membership. We had 30 super chats or memberships. Salute to each and every last one of y'all, man. Y'all help this channel keep moving through all the hatred that they give, and appreciate everybody that came and rocked out with a bus for 3 hours. The whole 600 people here for 3 hours. I know I set a standard that they keep holding me by, but hey, we ain't just roasting basketball players no more. But y'all have a blessed day. I'm up out of this thing. I'm gone.